Hello everybody and welcome to another pre-game interview here on Valence League, except with no cameras this time because reasons. I'm joined today with United Poros of Runeterra's Nalnan. How you doing, buddy?
I'm fine, thank you.
Hello, it's nice to have you on. It's good to finally have one of the UPR boys on. I've been a big fan watching this split. I very much enjoy your logo.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So, let's start off by you introducing your team. Who's on the roster?
We have Big Bang in the top lane. We have Comrade Donger hinting in the jungle. Then myself mid lane, and our bot lane is Potato Spaghetti and higher.
Fantastic. Right, I gotta say, Commodore Heimerdinger is just, it's gotta be one of the best names that I've ever heard.
Thank you.
So, I don't know how long you guys have been playing together, but as far as anyone in VL is concerned, you're all relatively new players. How have things been going?
Well, we all just joined the league, but we have been playing together for a while now. So, Scream, have been alright. We basically always win game one and always lose the others. So we know that we can do things, but we need to improve a little bit more.
Right, so it's a consistency thing then.
Like
on your game against Seven Deadly Sins senior team, where you just
exactly.
game one and just couldn't quite close out. I see. At least you know where the areas of improvement are. That's always a good thing.
We know the potential is here.
Yeah, exactly. Which is always good. No one likes having a team with no potential. So, given that, how do you see you guys, yourselves fitting into this split? Obviously, there's no promotion, but there is definitely the chance of relegation for any team in that division. So, where do you think you guys sit?
I think we could be middle of the pack team. We can try to challenge the top, I think, but we will need to improve seriously and more than the others. But I definitely think that we are not the weakest of the league.
Alright, yeah, I think that's fair to say. I think that when you go, from what I've seen of your team, when you're good, you are really, really good. So I definitely wouldn't put you at the bottom. But another team that I wouldn't necessarily put at the bottom either is your opponents here today in Horizon Shadow. How do you feel about them? Have you scrimmed them before?
We never scrimmed them, and to be honest, as we are all new to the league, all the rosters are brand new for us. We don't know people, we don't know who is playing what, so we are doing our scouting as we can, and we don't really care about who is our opponent. We know that we can perform better than them if we play good, so if we play well, sorry. So that's what we are trying to do. We don't care about who is our opponent.
Alright, I mean, it's a good mentality to have, especially for a new team, when you're coming in kind of like fresh face, you don't really know any of the teams that are already pre-established, so it's not a bad mentality to have. Do you have any predictions on this game? How do you think it's going to go?
Well, we will win for sure, but it will depends if our jungler is able to play as well as he trash talks, so
right,
depends on that, I think.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be an incredibly interesting game to watch, and I very much look forward to it, so the best of luck to you, mate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good luck to you, mate.
my downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Horizon Shadow and the United Poros of Runeterra. My name is Everyday. With me tonight, bringing the colour, is Byron. How are you, mate?
Ironically, I'm colorblind.
So am I, actually.
Hey, welcome to the club. I say welcome, you're already in it. But, you know, I'm excited for this game because these two teams are complete unknown quantities for me right now. United Poros have come in. You mentioned the Cassis series. I've only seen the match reports. 2-1 lost to 7 Deadly Sins. Now, most people would sit there and say, they took a game. Hold up. Why is a new team taking a game off 7 Deadly Sins? What's going on there? Could you give us some background as to what happened in that game? Was it a case of United Poros and Runeterra playing their heart out in that game? Or was it a case of 7 Deadly Sins? What are you doing, man?
I mean, it was a little bit of both in the first game. I think the Poros did play really well. They picked a team comp. We were saying, if these were professional players, this would be the win condition for the team comp. And they actually did that. They made mistakes, sure, that happens. But overall, they picked a comp and they did what that comp is meant to do, which is perfect. And they won the game. And then game 2 and 3 happened, where, hey, they might have executed on their team comp if they'd been able to, but 7 Deadly Sins was up, 8k gold at 15 minutes in both games. Like, it was just an absolute massacre in game 2 and 3. The Poros just may as well have forfeited. It was rough.
Yeah, and something being brought up in chat right now. Freezy, the 7 Deadly Sins senior mid laner from that series, has hopped team over to the Horizon Shadow team now. So, this creates a very interesting matchup because once again, for 2 weeks in a row, we have Naunan taking on Freezy in the mid lane, and that's important to point out because in their series of games, whichever mid laner secured Orianna won the game. And Orianna's picked in every single game. So eyes on Orianna, ladies, gentlemen, everyone else, because Jesus Christ, this pick seems to be the one for these teams. Or at least for these mid laners.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, Orianna is a super strong pick regardless. I always think she makes sense, particularly in a tournament kind of this caliber. Not that these players are bad. They're good players, but not professional is essentially what I mean. She's not that hard, and she's so difficult to play around on the enemy team. She just, you can kind of tell us about it a little bit. She just controls so much space.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you only have to say the one word, Shockwave. What an insanely easy to execute ultimate to have in fives. It's incredibly useful. Can couple with any frontline champion pretty much. Just throw it on there, let them go in, press the outplay button, and bada bing, bada boom, you've got a team fight. And also another one of Orianna's strengths, alongside the fact that she's a fantastic team fighting champion as a control mage, she can also win lane. You can't underestimate the fact that Orianna's lane dominance is pretty big. Her Q has a deceptively low cooldown, and alongside the fact that her passive gives her that extra magic damage on her autos, means that if you're playing a champion who can get harassed very easily in lane, Orianna will make mincemeat of you in that mid lane. So those two things combined make Orianna one of the best picks, especially at this level of play, because she's easy to execute, very hard to deal with. It's the perfect combo.
Yeah, I 100%, as I remember how to talk, agree. So you told me that you actually had a chat with one of the players before the game. Do you want to fill everyone in on what you talked about?
Yeah, so I talked to the United Poros of Runeterra captain and mid laner Naunan about what we should be expecting from them coming into today's game, because I hadn't seen them yet. I was thinking, what have they got to say? Now, they wouldn't say they have a defined style, per se. I think a lot of teams do, but United Poros seem to be finding their edge in that kind of area. But what they have told me is that their best lane is their bot lane. So clearly, we've got to have our eyes down there. Now, from what I've heard from you, they didn't really make a splash, necessarily, in the 7 Deadly Sins series.
I mean, it was more that game 1 was definitely a mid lane carry. Mm-hmm. And then game 2 and 3, they didn't have a chance to make a splash. They didn't get on the diving board. So maybe they're fantastic. I don't know. They didn't get a chance.
Well, we'll see if they're given the chance today. However, going up against Horizon Shadow, to note about this team, they finished 3rd place in last split's Division 1. And the best team from that division, Plague, they're not in the league anymore. Theoretically, Horizon Shadow move at the place. They're in playoffs. But they only have one member from that previous roster, that being their support, Con. They've decided to sub out their top laner and mid laner, Spike and the Kaon, for Fatman Gandhi and Freezy. They've brought in Centurion Jungler Pyrotom. And surprisingly enough, DVA AD carry Elven Blade has made the move up to Division 1. So I'm very excited to see how he'll perform in particular, because he's someone who I've had a lot of trouble trying to find. Is he this good? Is he not this good? He now has the platform to really show that.
Yeah, it's exciting. We are heading into Champion Select. Very, very exciting. The draft begins. Also, do you have any bands in mind? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Bands in mind? I mean, I imagine it's just going to be the general meta stuff, alongside some very... Yeah, that's a Fiddlesticks. That is surprising, but I'm pretty sure Pyroton plays the hell out of it, so it makes a lot of sense. What I don't like the fact is that Horizon Shadow have decided to opt for the United Poros of Runeterra as their club tag to just troll us. Thanks, Horizon. That's just going to confuse me.
Oh, don't do that to us. That's horrific. Can the admins make them change? I'm not even joking. Can the admins make them change that next game? I'm genuinely not joking, because I don't know these players. I'm a play-by-play caster. Don't do this to me. Please change that for next game, just to help me out. That's just mean. It's no big deal, of course, but let's have a look at these bans. Fiddlesticks and LeBlanc. That seems like a little bit more target banning.
Yeah.
While Sona and Ash are very much just meta. I'm
surprised to see them Mordekaiser. It's quite. I don't know if Gandhi's been playing a lot of it, but it's not like the champion I associate with him. Maybe they've got these bans prepped for Spike, and Spike isn't here now. The fresh ban, Ash ban, it seems that they're trying to get rid of a lot of pick potential away from United Poros of Runeterra. They don't want to give them those power picks that are able to.
Oh, that's such a huge mistake. Oh, no, you've left the Caitlyn open. Oh, she's broken.
The Caitlyn has been picked. It is a very, very strong champion right now. The 2 AD buff did a lot, but can I just say, the Orianna that has a 100% win rate, depending on which mid-laner gets it, has been locked in here, alongside what is still, in my opinion, a very strong pick in the Volibear. So, Horizon Shadow, they give over the Caitlyn. Big worry, very strong champion, but they get a Volibear and Orianna for it. I'm not minding that trade, if I'm to be perfectly honest.
I am. I'm minding that trade. I think Caitlyn's the strongest champion on the patch. She's so broken.
Oh, because The
And
280
problem
ability is just like
is-
wave clear so easily.
It's not even. I think she got some other buffs on 1014 as well. She was pretty
She-
broken then. She was already fringe broken, but Ash is like her one bad matchup.
And they banned
And,
Ash. And
They banned Ash. Ash also got nerfed on the patch. Ooh, I'm not liking their 2 follow-up picks though.
No, I mean,
The
I would
casting
love-
this early in the draft is suicidal. You
and
don't even
especially
know
into
what
like
it is.
into Orianna, I'm not a huge fan of Cassidy either because we talked about it earlier. Orianna has fantastic harass and poking in lane. If you don't have much range to be able to farm safely, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. What does Cassidy not have a lot of? Range. he's going to really struggle in this laning phase, and Orianna's going to be able to scale to team fights pretty damn well. And the Morgana pick alongside the Volley Bear, that's a very scary combo to have. This big giant bear who's now invulnerable to your CC. I like what Horizon Shadow have gone for here. The cast and the set, they don't really make much sense to me. The set makes, I guess, a little bit of sense, but I don't see Caitlyn's set being a particularly strong bot lane. So I don't think set's going support. And set's hot lane's fallen off a little bit. So it's not the strongest pick. Even though it has flex potential, I don't think it's the strongest pick right now. And alongside a Caston, which, in my opinion, just won't really work into this Orianna, I am questioning this draft from the Poros of Runeterra.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, it's probably set support. I think set. This is obviously 10-15. We know that set is dead on 10-16. He is.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about his head. Blame LS.
I mean, yeah. I think I love set, but he just should be a top laner. Just put him back in top. It's where he belongs. The bans coming in: Hecarim and Yuumi removed. A little bit questionable. I would definitely read this as a support set. So the Yuumi ban's a bit strange. Yuumi Caitlyn also not a very good lane. Kled is probably a target ban. At
That is definitely a target ban towards Gandhi. 100%.
Also, apparently I'm an idiot and it is 10-16.
Oh, it is 10-16.
10-16 went live yesterday. Yeah, 10-16 went live yesterday. Why are you playing set?
Set is gone. Dum. As Tristana taken off the board for Elven. That is also a target ban. Elven's Tristana. Absolutely nutty. Fear it. It's really strong. We'll see what... I imagine I'll pick AD carry here and leave the counter pick up for jungle. So... what do you want to see from them? I'm not really too sure. I mean, Ezreal makes sense. I guess you've got a lot of protection now. I don't know if it's... I think you have better options there, but Ezreal's never not going to work in the draft.
I don't know. The Tristana ban, you said it's a little bit of a target ban. I actually also think it's a meta ban this patch. She got that big buff on her crit. So she's actually, her 3-item power spike is insane now. So I think it's just a good pick. Ezreal's the one ADC that I guess Caitlyn can't kill.
Yeah.
He's going to lose lane, but everyone loses lane to Caitlyn, so whatever. Sejuani picked, so that's going to head into the jungle, obviously. That is going to be a support set. Questionable with the Nimbus cloak now.
Bang played at top lane last time they played.
Oh, he did. Oh, no, please don't do it again.
I'm sorry.
Please don't do it again.
He got top lane here. It really good. Yeah, he's going top lane. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Okay. There's a Nami. I think the Nami's a good pick. That's a really, really good bully lane. Caitlyn Nami is oppressive. They're going to need jungle support. Gonna be honest, Big Bang, you played set. I think you played it in all 3 games against 7 Deadly Sins, and you didn't have any good games. You had 3 bad games, which is a shame. Gets the Shen picked against him. This could be a bit of a top diff.
Yeah, we could see that come to fruition here. Already looking at the draft, I'm loving what Horizon Shadow opted for. I think there were maybe a few better options, but the identity of that team is very clear. They want to do mid-game team fighting. That's exactly what this team reads to me as. Whereas I try and find the identity in the United Poros of Runeterra's comp, and you've got champions wanting to do very different things. You've got Caitlyn and Nami. They want to take over this bot lane. They want to have a ridiculous amount of poke and priority coming out from that lane. And there's a Kassadin who he's going to have to wait to level 16 to do stuff. You've got a Set who really shouldn't be in the top lane in the first place.
Shouldn't be in the game.
Yeah, exactly. And
the show got stopped.
The worry I have right now is, especially with the Sejuani pick, is that Sejuani only has one priority lane right now. That's Caitlyn Nami. I don't think Set's going to beat Shen. I don't think Kassadin's going to beat Orianna. So Like I know Cassidy is going to be Orianna. I know maybe this top.
I don't think the Cassidy and Orianna matchup is that bad. Cassidy will lose lane, but Cassidy pretty much loses lane to everyone.
Yeah.
What the champion is. I don't think he'll get solo killed unless he makes a huge mistake.
Well,
I think he'll be 15, 20 CS down, and then he'll hit level 16 and, just be unstoppable in the side lane.
I disagree with you on that point. So we're very interested to see how it goes. I think he's going to be a lot further down, mainly also due to the fact that if you remember watching these guys last time they played, Freezy, when he had this Orianna, was running circles around Naunan. He really was.
That's true. Sorry. I should clarify.
Yeah.
I'm talking about nameplates off. If I don't look at who the players are, I'd say that the Cassidy and Orianna matchup should go like that.
Yeah.
You are right, though. Freezy is insane on Orianna.
Exactly. And he's been gifted out on a silver platter. The way with the Sejuani pick for me is that because there's only one priority lane, she's very vulnerable to the invade's top side. I feel like if Freezy and Gandhi are communicating very well with Tom, it should be quite easy for Horizon Shadow to just run into that top side, take full control, and force Sejuani to stick bot the entire game. Because this Orianna should have priority over Caston. The Shen have priority over Set.
My problem, if I can present to you a conundrum. Sejuani loves ganking top. She always loves ganking top because there's a melee champion up there. She loves ganking for Set because you instant proc the stun because of how his auto attacks work. Shen doesn't care. You don't gank the Shen.
What's that? You want to steal autos on me? How about I use this ability that blocks autos?
And then just dash away and she's gone. Like, I feel like this Shen has really stuffed the combo they were going for with jungle top. I think that was a mistake to go for that combo, but hey, that's what they went for. I've got to say, it's hard to see this draft from the Poros winning unless bot lane just goes nuts.
Well, the good news is, United Poros, they say the bot lane is their best lane, right? So theoretically, if they're going to take control of the lane, if they're going to win through somewhere, it is going to be bot lane. So there is still hope. If you're a Poros fan, you look at this draft, guess what? You've got a fantastic bot lane for your fantastic bot lane. So we'll see if they're able to execute on this hit in army and take control. But I'm very worried because it feels like there is a very big mid-game dip for United Poros. Their composition doesn't... It's decent early game, falls off mid-game, comes alive late game, right? Guess where Horizon Shadow's composition is best? In the mid-game. I'm very worried if they have to give over the first dragon or two, that's going to turn into 3 or 4. And all of a sudden you're looking at a soul on top of the Orianna Ezreal, Volibear, etc., etc., etc. You don't want to see that. I'm confident for Horizon Shadow. I think they've got themselves a very good draft. If they're going for predictions, I'm saying it's on them. They've got a fantastic draft. I just...
Hello? Friend?
Any friends in chat? Oh,
you back?
We're still on the loading screen.
You cut out there for a moment, but you're back. It's all right.
We do have... we are waiting on instructions, I guess, but we do get to cast through this loading screen for now. So
we will be back in just a moment once we've done our sync. That was a fast loading screen.
Was it? Oh, no, I'm not even in.
Well, regardless.
This is the issue of having me on a cast. My client is bad, but my computer is also bad, which doesn't really blend it.
So let us know when you're in, so we can sync.
I will let you. Yeah, I'll let you know when I'm in. Currently sat on a blank screen.
Ugh, League client.
League of Legends.
All right, I'm at 10 seconds. Hopefully you get in soon.
So we can. The curse has turned. We're in the loading screen. How long will it take? We don't know. What have we got? Any interesting runes? Not really. No.
They're all pretty standard.
Yeah. Orianna's opted for the cleanse, which is surprising considering like. Well, it surprises me because the only hard CC on the team is. I guess you got Caitlyn Trap, Sejuani, existing. But that's about it. Could you cleanse
set alt.
Oh wait,
That'll
could
be what
you?
it's for.
Could you cleanse?
Yeah,
Settle?
you can cleanse Showstopper.
Oh damn!
He
Okay.
still moves, but he lets you go.
Oh. Yeah, I will. I'm currently sat at 0%. So yeah, this is the issue. It takes me a while to load into games. I apologize. It's gonna screw over the thing here.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, I'm expecting a roll here from. Dude, why do they have to change their club tag, man? That's actually
very annoying. It's like extremely annoying.
Horizon Shadow, the United Poros.
I struggle to remember the team names as is.
Yeah. I had the same. I've had the same thing before where it's just I got confused with team names. But this is like the biggest troll I've seen. I'm glad I'm not in your shoes because I would mess it up so much. What is going on here? Well, the good news is there's someone here who has lower than Mastery 5 on the champion. Because that's the fun facts I get to check while stucking open screen. You know, that's good. I might tab out and just see if there's anything sucking up on my PC. Just yeah, I'll close them and hop back into the league client. Oh, I guess something could. What is going on? I might have to. Is it possible for me to restart, or will it kick me out? Because it's only spectator from
I have
lobby.
no idea. I have no idea.
All right, just have to stick with it then.
Do we have a backup?
I mean,
I can share Discord screen.
I could work. I mean,
and you can cast off that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that actually, but
it's fine for a color caster, I guess. It's not ideal, but
it's not ideal. It'll do. I
can do it.
Yeah, I'll do
that then. Hoping it won't make me lag horribly. Yeah, and just let me know.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Let me get it up on the other monitor. Let me turn on the volume. And yes, I am ready. I apologize for that. I'm going to try and get back in, but I haven't.
It might lag a bit, but you'll just have to do your best.
That's fine.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Do apologize for the tech issues there. One caster just having a little bit of trouble getting into the game. We figured it out, though. Don't you worry. Just a little bit.
No, I also it's more client diff than anything else.
Oh my god.
But
we are in.
Someone's left the game.
That's what matters.
That can't wait.
It's all right. They've apparently they've had a pause and then fixed it. It's all good.
Good.
As spectators, we don't have to watch the pause, but we do have a little bit of shenanigans coming out of Horizon. They are moving into this jungle. Is this Shen got his E? He hasn't skilled yet. He could still take the E. Oh, they spot the fish.
They're just walking in.
Getting out of there.
They walk into the jungle menacingly. I appreciate that though.
They'll just get some vision, force them off.
Vision? That's vision. Any vision? Why have they only got one ward? And is down the tribus? What's going on there? What,
guys?
Hello?
Okay.
Come on, you could have had a ward in that red buff. Or like on one of the past. I don't like that.
I mean, I think that ward that Freezy plays is actually a really valuable ward.
Oh no, that ward's great. But there should be a ward.
They could have had another one.
The ward should not be facing the Tribus right now. It should be it should be facing that jungle. But still, despite the fact that there was an invade, it can be a fairly simple start for both junglers here. Let's say they're going to mirror each other, I'm imagining. But we'll have to see how that develops.
They're definitely not mirroring each other. They started on opposite sides of the map. Volley actually started up in his red buff. They've already taken that one with help from Fat Man Gandhi. So,
oh no, they're not. Yeah, well, no, because I meant they're starting on each of his buffs. Since they both started on my buff, so they're going to be kind of. Oh, I'm in! Yay!
oh, you're in! Hooray!
Oh,
We
you
might,
can stop.
you might have to work your sync out, but
Looking for
we'll
a-
figure that out. You can turn that off then.
Let
Good.
me know when it gets to 231, because it can't let me go back further.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll let you know when I get there. I'm only a
Thank
few
you.
seconds away. Excellent stuff, though. We're glad to have you in. I'm at 29, 30, 31.
Hey, I'm synced up.
33.
There we go, boys.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. We're happy to see that.
Thank God.
So let's just kind of get a grip on what has happened in the first few minutes here. So far, it's looking pretty much as expected. Orianna with the early priority in the mid lane, Caitlyn with the early priority in the bot lane.
Yeah, exactly. What interests me most is this top lane. I'm fully expecting Shen to take over, but we'll have to see how that matchup kind of goes, because right now
It'll take
they're
a few
trading quite
levels.
evenly. Yeah.
It'll take a few levels.
Now, though, both junglers looking for the... Well, I say both junglers. Sejuani just going for a straight full clear. Vordemir, though, looking to get some pressure around this bot scuttle, and possibly looks to punish an overextended Caitlyn Nami, who, quite frankly, don't have the mobility right now to be that pushed up.
Yeah, it's actually, I think, quite smart here from Pyro Tom. He started up on his red buff, so that means once he's done his clear, he will be ready to shadow this bot side. And in he comes, the bear flying in, the Dark Binding lands. This is a struggling fish. Can she flop away? Just about can.
Wow. That surprises me. I think that Pyrotom had the potential, if he was feeling a little bit more ballsy, there was a possibility to flash onto that Nami before the binding hit, and then they could have comboed those CC, maybe something was happening there. But overall, good positive gank, gets both summoners off of that Nami. Sure, we're going to lose them too, but it means that Kid and Nami are going to feel that little bit less safe stepping over.
Hello, though. The bear is going for the second chomp as he gets a lot of damage, and it's not retaliated well enough. The Kassadin has given away that first blood. Good trade out of Big Bang in the top lane.
Yeah, Big Bang actually playing quite well on this set top lane that we're not really huge fans of, but Pyrotom able to score the first split in that mid lane, that is huge, because not only does you force the flash out the Kassadin as well as the kill, you're forcing the TP out, Freezy gets a free back himself. It's all coming up Horizon Shadow in this very early game.
Absolutely. And this is a really good situation for them. The Caitlyn Nami have to be honest now that Nami is so exposed with no flash. As Big Bang crashes a wave into the tower. He's doing fine on the set at the moment. He's even in lane, but I think once, in particular, the Tiamat comes in for the Shen, that matchup will swing very hard in his favor.
Yeah, well, we'll have to keep an eye as to how that unfolds. Tiamat won't be coming in just yet, though, unfortunately, so we'll have to wait until that one comes online. Now, still just a fairly even early game for now, but I'm loving how Power Tom's moving about this map. He's banning his camps well. He's making the ganks happen where he needs to. He's clearing out some vision there as well. But
Caitlyn's
now
got to be hitting this tower.
Yeah. Well, no, wait.
A lot of damage.
You could hit Morgana instead. I mean, not that you really want to get those platings, but that's the thing. It's what they want to do with this priority. Is hit an army, you can very easily keep shoving your slave on the tower, getting those platings, harassing the enemy bot lane. It's all in a day's work for this bot lane. Stays so strong. The issue is obviously when they get caught out pushing up, and Connor
this is
holding the wave very nicely.
Okay, so we go back here. So the Ezreal has opted to go for the tier. Sometimes you do see Ezreals pick up the pickaxe side of the Muramana if they're worried early on. This signals to me that Elven Blade isn't scared of this Caitlyn. What do you think about that?
And I think that's, honestly, with the way that Pyroton's empathing and supporting them, I think he's actually alright to. Especially considering he is playing the Ezreal. Isn't as susceptible to that Caitlyn poke as a lot of other AD carries. I think Elven's choice for a tier here makes a lot of sense. And they're putting the pressure onto the United Poros bot lane, basically saying, okay, you want to punish us for taking this tier? Come on, fighters. And right now they're just kind of pushing, harassing. It's what Caitlyn Nami does best, but they need to be able to keep up that pressure. And right now they're they've almost been struggling to a little bit. It's still even CS when really we're expecting it to be in Katie Nami's favor.
Yeah, I think we will start seeing that grow, but we might have a bit of a problem as, God, bears really do love their fish as this Nami is going to go to the death chamber. No! They wanted to give the kill over, so he actually gets away. Now it's turning around as Donga Quixote is on top of Pyro Tom. Potato Spaghetti is a little bit dicey. They've killed the volley. Freezy arrives, but the Kassadin has ultimate. They're going forward. Can they land the stun? There's the big Sejuani charge. They just need one more. Nalman, he should be able to ultimate forward very, very soon. Can he get on top of Freezy? No. They call it off.
This is absolutely huge for the United Poros composition. We talked about how early games is their kind of reprieve, mid games where they fall down. Them being able to get this early dragon, get that kill onto your Sejuani, it is absolutely huge because it delays that mid game by 5 minutes now. Because you've been able to secure that first dragon. It means that now, if theoretically Horizon Shadow do end up taking control of this mid game still, they now got to wait till 27 minutes to be able to secure, so 28 actually. So I really like the fact this has gone their way. It's really good news if you're a United Poros fan. And it means now, because of the pressure you just at bot lane, guess what Caitlyn Nami can do without no worries? Push up that bot lane.
A trade up in the top lane. The showstopper gets Shen out of that auto attack zone, but he gets another shield. Can he get the swords in? A good flash away from the Haymaker, but the fist will fly, and the ninja goes down.
Wow, that's the Vamp Scepter right there, actually. Built by Set, and gives them the sustain to just outlive that duel. And Poros, they're starting to look, very in shape, actually. I was very worried for them, especially when that first blood came down. It was looking very yikes, but all of a sudden that they're picking up a lot of momentum. They're finding kills in places where I wouldn't typically expect it, and they're finding those little mechanical outplays that are beating a lot.
Yeah, they're now 1,000 gold ahead here at 9 minutes. It's not an insurmountable lead by any means, but it is good enough for sure. We need to see how they keep this one rolling, though.
Yeah, and ultimately, I think the big thing to recognize if you're Sound United Poros right now, your team does not have to rush to.
The ace in the hole comes out, and the True Shot Barrage channel means that Elven Blade could not block it.
Wow, and Horizon Shadow looking like a shadow of their former selves. Right here. I mean, remember this team, 3rd place in the regular season, last split. Now, they're 1.5k down to United Poros. Maybe United Poros have a game 1 buff right now, but they're looking very good here. And the thing to keep in mind with their composition, they're a better late game comp. They have a Kassadin. They have a nice front line with a Caitlyn Nami. They don't have to rush this game out. They theoretically just hold on to this lead for the next 20 minutes, and they're looking ace. The pressure's on Horizon Shadow to make plays happen because they have the composition that will eventually fall off.
Yeah, I mean, it does look like a very dark horizon here as they, as you say, need to fight back. I don't think their late game comp is horrifically bad. In fact, I actually think they have the better late game team fight. Kassadin wants to be in the side lane after all. Ooh. As there is a gank here on the bot lane. Donga Quixote comes in. There's the Black Shield and the Stand United. That's a lot of resources invested, but it will cut the play.
Oh,
I think you should have let that go through.
Yeah, honestly.
You should have let him go down. He's got no TP. The play was already stopped. He would have lost lane. He should have let him Stand United away.
He's pushing the lane. Let's get some playings. If you want a free back, it'd be very nice if you were able to just let him go through. But instead, D-Bang, he says, no, Gandhi, you're staying up with here and we're going to 1v1 to the death. You don't get a choice.
I can't blame him. Like, it is often a very quick decision. He probably didn't get the chance to look at bot lane. It's not really his fault, but, just a minor thing.
Oh, but what might not be...
He has to find a way to get out. He is taunted. He'll stop his way back towards the tower. There's the big shield from the Haymaker. Can they go under? The volley bear ult means yes, they can. As he goes down.
And that's vital just to get that kill back on the board. Keep Horizon Shadow making plays. They need to stay proactive as this composition. Otherwise, as we said, they're the mid-game team. They're the one who falls off in the late game. They have to be the team to make these proactive plays. And they have the tools to do so. But right now, they haven't done an incredible amount. That gank top lane's great. It's good to see it work. Pyro's actually ganked something every lane now, at least once. But we need to see more. And Freezy... you need to be careful here. This guy's starting to output a bit of damage.
He is. His big problem at the moment, of course, is the mana. He can't really sustain the trades once that ult starts ramping up. We did just see another tower plate going down in the bot lane. If we have a quick little squizzy at the gold, is already the 800 gold lead for the Caitlyn. So that's beginning to become what it needs to be.
Yep. One thing to also note is that the dragon is coming up in 30 seconds. I'm loving the fact here that United Poros will reset. They're aware there's going to be a fight here. They're getting the resets done. They're cashing in all their gold, ready for a fight around this dragon. It's, I love to see it because it sounds simple, but a lot of teams, especially at this level, do forget that. And the fact that now they're going to be on the map quicker, they're going to have cashed on their gold, means that they will be able to fight for this priority around this dragon. If they have the second dragon, then Horizon Shadow, their win condition cannot be dragons in this mid game.
Yeah, very true. Of course, we do have a lot of vision here for Horizon Shadow. They definitely have the advantage on that front. The Scuttle Crab doing a lot for the United Poros, though. So at the moment, it's a little bit even, as it looks like neither team is really making a hard move over to it. It's Heya, very aggressive, just chunking this Ezreal out. Terrace comes over. The bear charges forward, flashes as well, and Shen has arrived on the back line. A lot of CC immediately coming in to save this AD carry. Needs to back off. Shen is here. Gets bound up. Can't break any faces yet.
Yeah, unfortunately not. And that means that, very important bit of zoning built for themselves there. Now, we do see, the dragon is started up at Night Poros. I don't like this. I feel like they can just run at them. Horizon Shadow can just run at them right now.
They can, but Caitlyn's got back up to a fair amount of health. There's the Black Shield and the Volley Bear Q being used. He's now very, very low. Just gets access to his ult. Big Bang charges on forward. A lot of damage going on to him. That was a little bit of an int. And now there is the Volley Bear ult. Stand United to make him even tankier. This is getting scary for the United Poros. They should be able to trade one back, but no, they can't. They're losing everything. It's a disaster. The Poros have been disassembled, and no one likes seeing Poros killed like that.
It's an absolute massacre, but the good news is they're finally starting to see those hints of that mid-game team fighting that we're talking about. They're not there yet, but Horizon Shadow, they able to score themselves this Mountain Dragon, crucial for what's going to be, I imagine, their win condition going forward as this mid-game team wanting to secure that Dragon Soul as quickly as possible. Now have boosted their gold up. They were 500 gold behind. Now, guess what? They're 1.5k gold ahead. Wonderful to see, and we'll see if they're able to continue this momentum. The Herald is up. So next play, your next objective, you're going to really look to make a play around. Surprisingly enough, though, not rotating their bot lanes up. That surprises me.
Yeah, neither team has shown any interest in the Rift Herald. The plates are already gone, so it's not super relevant. And we did begin to see part of the problem with the Poros team comp. Set didn't do anything in that fight.
Yeah,
could have gone for the flash face breaker. That probably would have been the right decision. But you trying to run at a team that can just put up a black shield. But Fat Man Gandhi, he's out of there. It's a Shen. What are you going to do?
Wow. That's going to be first turret going over to Caitlyn. I mean, that's the power of Caitlyn, isn't it? It was a push up really hard, and that's the saving grace of the United Poros competition right now. Whilst a lot of their other areas are falling behind, this Caitlyn's still a consistent 1k gold ahead of their counterparts. Means that this Caitlyn's going to be relevant for a very long time.
Yeah, she has actually decided to go for the Storm Razor first item. I don't particularly like that, I'm going to be honest. Fat Man Gandhi doesn't like this Sejuani camp, I'm sure, but he does like his jungler coming to help him out. They're just going to call the play off, though, and everyone disengages.
Yeah, but happy. Go on.
To just finish what I was saying, I like Caitlyn going double BF sword item, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep having to wait to see if a play will happen. Bear on wolf action as Big Bang takes a lot. They don't commit to that.
Oh, there's the bot lane rotated up by United Poros. They heard me.
Call to back off.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand why Andrew's telling them they're hard right now. You might as well just get it for free. But instead,
it's true.
They decided to go and catch that mid wave instead, and this delaying is crucial because
the Herald is super low priority at this point. It doesn't do much, to be honest.
Hey, Gives him its Pharaoh.
But there's no tower plates. It's really. Where are you opening up? It's I mean, it's nice. But it's not that big.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking Harold plus Caitlyn is huge. Just sound a bit pog, but
it's true.
Well, they are going for it, but they've delayed this so much that look at how easily Horizon and Shadow have gathered around this area. They're ready to fight for this.
They are. Ezreal has access to the teleport as well, so they could potentially make it a 5v4 with the reset. I think they need to just disengage.
Yeah.
Just don't go for this one. Volibear coming in, wants another taste of fish. Heya puts the wave out, has a blast cone as well, chooses not to use it. The Volibear jumps forward and chomps a lovely bit of sushi. And that's going to be a free kill there for Horizon Shadow. That was just ridiculous, Coyote. What are you doing? Living up to your name, as that was a fool's errand.
Yeah, and fantastic little play there from Pyrotom. Again, he uses the ultimate to cancel out the Sejuani stun and also just jump on top of Nami and one shot. It was a very nice little play there, but it feels like this United Poros should not have funneled into a choke point versus a Volibear, Orianna. That's not. Don't do that. That is not where you want to be. And you saw exactly there, a perfect display of where you don't want to be against the choke point versus the Horizon Shadow composition. A bit of a skirmish in the top lane, but I think they're going to come of it. Now, Horizon Shadow, they've built themselves a good lead now. They have the Herald in hand. Next objective is going to be this Dragon up in a minute. They do need to go down and wrestle for that priority soon. Otherwise, they will end up losing out on it. And as I talked about earlier, with a mid-game composition, your main win condition is going to be getting these dragons thick and getting them fast. If you're able to secure yourself the soul, it's a massive power spike exactly when you want it. Otherwise, if they fall behind these dragons too much, it will buy too much time for the Caitlyn, the Castan to hit the late game points. And as soon as this Castan hits level 16, it is that ticking time bomb. He's going to take over.
It's very true. And now, speaking of taking over, Freezy might be going back in the freezer, as that is a corpse in the bot lane. Bang and Fat Man Gandhi having another bit of a scrap at each other, but they can't continue the fight.
They cannot. The dragon is up and available for the taking now. Bot lane priority definitely in the favor of United Poros right now. Castan going to be very easily able to move down. Couldn't get quite out here, but they've decided instead they're not even going to contest this dragon. They're taking a very long time to get over that. It might be too late. Never mind, it's not. I wasn't looking at the dragon.
Slow. it was a Sejuani and a Nami hitting the dragon.
Oh yeah, Caitlyn reset. I'm blind. Well, there we go. Yeah. But Castan lurking around the side of this jungle here.
Very happy with Potato Spaghetti going double BF sword item. I never got to finish that point as he has to flash away. Now we have the contest. Both junglers on top of the dragon. It is a 50-50 Pyro Tom. They're going to try and focus him down. Haya with a good flash over the wall. He's been so slippery. Ace in the hole comes in, lives up to its name. He's got a pair of aces as they going forward. It's another massacre at the dragon pit. Nyan will go down. But there is the dragon for the Poros.
And once again, Stings for Horizon Shadow this game has been a back and forth. And Horizon Shadow, this is the point where your team competition is supposed to come online. This is the point where you're supposed to start mid-game team fighting and taking over. And you just lost the third dragon, the first dragon of the souls. This is not a good look, because guess what? This Castan, he's scaling up very easily. This Caitlyn's very strong. You need to deal with these threats, and you need to start hitting your item spike soon. Otherwise, what's going to happen is that Horizon Shadow, they're going to fall to... They're not going to be able to utilize this item spike. Caston's going to very easily hit that level 16. He's only 3 levels off now. It's a big worry. Horizon Shadow, they need to start winning these fights. I don't really know what happened there. Just some miscommunication, some very nice flashes, actually. But
the communication looked bad. Haya, it's got to be said, has been playing a really good Nami, really stuffing these engages from Horizon Shadow. So that's been very good to watch. And the other thing is, Ezreal hasn't got his 2-item power spike yet. It's so important for Ezreal to hit those 2 items. He's just got his Muramana transform, but he's going for that Triforce. I think this was a gauntlet game, man.
Yeah, I think that's a very fair point. Candy, is he getting run down? No, it's just going to be...
He's just having a smack.
He's had a little bit of a bonk. Why not? What is to know, though, is that the mid-tier 1 is broken open for Horizon Shadow. We'll give them a little bit more control over the map. Now, next objective, well, Baron is up, but I don't imagine either team wants to rush to do it. However, here goes Poros.
Hello, Big Bang. He's in trouble. He stops the show once again, but you always love an Act 2 from a bear. The teleport from the Kassadin will stop the attempt. Now everyone rotating up to this top side.
Yeah, they are, and I mean, it makes sense. The priority objective right now technically is this Baron. The Rift Herald has been popular with the top lane, but they didn't seem to find an opportunity to use it, and this means that this Herald, as you rightly put, actually is kind of useless. Wait, never mind. Wait, the charge did that charge happen? No.
Oh, that's a bit of a mistake there. They probably should have cleaned that one up. We need to see. It's funny. You say the primary objective is Baron. I don't think it is for the Poros. For the Poros, it's getting Kassadin in the side lane. Stick him in a side lane. Let him farm.
And this is exactly where he's not headed right now. I thought he'd go down to match the
it's a lane by himself. A lane by himself.
It's a lane by himself, yeah. I guess usually that is not the mid lane. It surprised me that's how the lane assignments have kind of broken down. And Caitlyn and Nami need to be very careful here. They're at risk of a dive. You see Pyrotom's in position with that very nice ultimate, the Stormbringer, able to basically be your new Ohm Wrecker. We'll see if the dive is pulled, though.
I think Fat Man Gandhi's taken way too much damage here. He just dies for nothing. That's really bad. Haya will trade back well, but now it's a lot of damage. Potato Spaghetti could potentially charge forward, but with 3 in front of him, that's a little bit too much. But could they go for the 2v3? Ace in the hole comes out, blocked by Con. Black Shield actually only blocks magic damage, dude. I don't know if you know that. As Nyan dives forward and gets the second kill.
Well, there we go. And Nyan, 3-3-1. He's holding his own right now. In fact, he's only 600 gold.
Con is in so much trouble. He dives in under the tower. The Black Shield will only do so much. And Potato Spaghetti goes up to 4-1.
Yep, and that will be the tower going over, I imagine, as well. United Poros, I was convinced that this mid-game, this period of the game will be dominated by Horizon Shadow. With their composition, it just seemed to make sense. But despite that, this Caitlyn got so far ahead and is
so broken,
just taking over. And I feel like, I'm getting reminded now, right at the start of this cast, start the champ select, they then overcame, and you were so disappointed in the fact that happened, and now we're seeing exactly why.
She has to be banned every red side. I'm convinced she's the strongest champion in the game at the moment. She's meant to fall off in the mid game. Your analysis is correct. She's meant to, but no, you just go double BF sword item, and then you never fall off. You spike at 1 item, and then you spike again at 2, and then you spike at 3. As Pyrotom tries to get something done, but what do you know? The Caitlyn damage is just way too much. He goes down, Nyan dives in on the Kassadin, and Ace in the hole comes out. The Shockwave doesn't do much of anything. Sejuani whips in the bowlers, but Gandhi's got the Black Shield. Will it be enough? Nyan, he's very low with the flash forward there by Coyote. He wants to make himself a knight. He's charging on forward. Can he get on top of Elven Blade? Gandhi gave him the shield, stood united with him, and that should net the kill. In fact, has. Throwing out more damage, can't finish it off.
Yeah, and now the fellow dragon is up. If United Pros can secure this, which I imagine they will, it will be soul point next dragon. That is absolutely massive. And this game has surprised me so much, but United Pros, they said that their bot lane was the best part of their team.
What are you doing, Con? That is ridiculous. Why are you that far forward against the Stormraiser Caitlyn? They will catch this Caitlyn out, tries to live steal off the blue buff, can't quite do it. There is the shutdown, Showstopper to take the bear back, tries to go on the Orianna, that's never going to work, unless Freezy doesn't dodge the true damage. Come on, dude, step to the side. Big Bang's now on the run, Elven Blade shuts him down. It was a messy scrap, but in the end, it's a 2-for-2.
It's 2-for-2, but the Inferno Dragon crucially goes over to United Poros over Runeterra. It's a bit of a less of a fight. Lots of misplays on both sides. But my god, this Caitlyn is so strong. Elven, he's no slouch. He's hit his 2 items fight now. He's 4-on-5. He's having a decent game. But this Caitlyn, man, I'm just watching people walk up and just disintegrate in front of my own eyes. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. I'm interested now if they want to look to force the Baron or if they just want to keep scaling. Because I feel like
I will not stop ranting about how strong Caitlyn is. She has no bad matchups. They nerfed her only bad matchup.
I was about to theory craft how we can beat Caitlyn, but right now it appears the answer is you don't. So
Oh no, there's a very easy way. In Champion Select, you actually have a ban phase, and you type in CAI, and that will actually bring it just down to only Caitlyn, and then you ban her. If you're on the red side, if you're on blue side, you hope they don't do that, and then you win the game.
Cool. I mean, the one thing that I do know about Caitlyn, theoretically, if we're looking at this from an analysis point of view, we know what she's supposed to fall off in the mid game. The other thing she's supposed to do is be very squishy and easy to burst in team fights, right? And I'm looking at the Horizon Shadow composition, and their kind of bursty team fight. If they're able to land a shockwave onto Potato, if they're able to, get a nice rotation onto the Caitlyn, then yeah, it's wonderful. The issue is that Potato only really twice this game, if that, has put himself in positions to get engaged on. And so I'm sat there wondering, and especially this Nami, I want to shout out again, these tidal waves have been massive at just dissuading so much of the engage coming out from Horizon Shadow, and Tom takes half of his health bar.
Reasonable damage, Big Bang, fighting with Gandhi down in the bot lane. The big haymaker, I feel like Gandhi needs to start backing himself in these trades. He does actually win the matchup at this point, even against the Bork.
He's an item. Look at it, then Set only has 1.5 items, he has 2. He should be able to have a look at these trades, but it doesn't.
Nolan, he's in some trouble, has to dodge away from everything, and he's cracking some ankles. Elvin, though, he's got his shoes laced up tight.
Yeah, right now, if anyone's going to carry Horizon Shadow out of this mess, it's going to be Elvin. He's 5-0-5 right now. That shutdown gold, it's decent as well. We'll just keep stacking up, and this.
What is that Exes for? Who is healing?
Execution. Nabi healing. That's it.
Yeah, okay. Nami's healing. Whoa, worth the 800 gold.
Maybe he's frustrated about step passive. I don't know. Conqueror. I'm trying to find.
That's a questionable. It's a questionable executioners.
Yeah, but we'll see if it pays off for him. But
I don't think it matters. He's so far ahead that he actually can piss 800 gold away, and it doesn't matter.
True. Next objective, the next dragon, the sole point for the United Poros of Runeterra is up in a minute. They've got their resets off, it seems like, so now it's time to see if the teams want to look for a play around this objective. I imagine they will. This is a very big break point in the game, especially, because if United Poros get the soul, Caitlyn autos with Infernal Soul. I want you to envision that in your mind and realize just how broken that is.
It swings a lot of things. I mean, you say Caitlyn autos. How about Cassidy Burst?
Cassidy's one level off as well of that. The clock, the level 16, it's a coming. And when it does, oh dear. Oh, he's dead.
When it comes, no one can answer him in the side.
Clock striking 16. He's backing now to cash it on his items. Has the teleport available to enter this fight. Eyes on Cassidon. Eyes on this man. He's going to maul someone to death. I'm so scared for this Horizon Shadow team. They're forced to face.
Flipped his Archangels at 30 minutes. Gotta be said. Start casting some spells.
He is 40 gold down on that one. But Horizon Shadow, they've got themselves control over this pit for now. They're going to look to just hover around the dragon for now. Poros, I'm looking for the engage.
There it is, the Stand United. So he is going to join the fight. Cassidon teleporting in as well. The Nami wave knocks up everyone into a huge bubble. Hey are absolutely smurfing this fight as the Caitlyn shoots the shot. That's its first kill there for Potato Spaghetti. That makes it 2. Volibear jumps back in trying to get something done, but can't. Coyote held up the entire back line, and it's a big win for the Poros.
It's a massive win for the Poros. Not only do they get themselves 3 kills, not only do they get themselves a bit of gold lead, but now they've got themselves that Infernal Soul. We talked about how big it is for them, for this Caitlyn, for this Cassidy. We're about to see action.
What are you doing? You've just lost your flash for nothing, and now the Cassidy can probably chase you down. That was shocking. Tom, dude, have a think. Use your head. Potato Spaghetti dives on forward, setting up his best mate Cassidy. That's going to be the ace. That should be Baron if they go to it, or they just might take the mid inhib instead.
It appears that's what they're going to look at here. Yeah, it's just a straight ace. And it's going to be very difficult for Horizon Knight to wrestle this one back now. Wave.
Good kill there. That was a very low Nami. I feel like this was a little bit of a mistake. I feel like they could have gotten Baron here. It goes down very quickly with this Caitlyn, but this is a Volibear trying to get it done. Can't lock down Potato Spaghetti for long enough, though. The McHale's came in. Wasn't even a McHale's, as it was QSS. I'm wrong. And that's more kills. That could just be game.
That is probably game. This Kassadin has just hit level 16 and has been ripping through Horizon Shadow since. It's really something to watch.
You can end the game here, guys. You can win. It's 2v4.
Nah, let's do Baron instead. I just feel like doing Baron. No, it's chill.
Am I watching NA? Is this the LCS?
We're scaling. We're scaling. It's fine.
Why did Sejuani get red buff? What am I watching? It doesn't matter, but what am I watching?
Okay, welcome to VL. But, yeah, that's the Baron being tucked down here, and the symbol guy binding steals it. It does not. Wouldn't have even surprised me.
Thought, I honestly was ready for the steal there. It seems like it would have fit that passage of play. I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're 7k gold up with the Infernal Soul, with a 9-2 Caitlyn. The Ezreal's very fed, but there's just no backline access. This is the problem with Volibear, in my opinion. That's why I don't actually think he's a very good champion at the moment. Good luck getting onto the backline, dude. How are you ever getting there?
You got to be
You've got a black shield. Cool. It doesn't help.
Yeah, usually, you know, because I'm a very big Volibear aficionado in the jungle myself.
I hate him.
But
I think he's a shit champion.
I think the big issue that Poros was finding is that there's a Nami in the game. Genuinely. Like, most teams in VL don't draft that much disengage at all. So Volibear makes himself a very good pick because you can just walk at people and they're not going to really do much about it. In this game, Haya has been popping off. He's been playing like an absolute
insane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there is nothing that a Volibear does when a Nami is tidal waving you and just slowing you and giving her allies all these bursts. Volibear doesn't do it. He just has to
they're making a play here. He is charging in, pops the Righteous Glory, ults towards the Caitlyn, but boom, it surfs up as the Volibear gets knocked up in the wave. One kill for Freezy, though. Answered back by Big Bang. He goes in with the big showstopper and brings the WrestleMania as he lands on 3. He even manages to get away. And boom, Vince McMahon, your heart out, as this is going to be the Horizon boys going over the top rope. Freezy will go down to the long arm of the law, and they'll walk towards the Nexus.
And RKO out of nowhere. United Poros of Runeterra. They took a game off of 7 Deadly Sins. The question is, was it a fluke, or can they actually contend with Division 1? This game, to me, answers those prayers. Yes, they are here to be competitive. They are a very strong team in Division 1, and they are a team to be feared, especially if you give them Caitlyn, because they will go 11-2-10 on the pick.
Yeah. You can't give them Caitlyn, not on this patch. She's just absolutely broken. I just had a quick look at the damage numbers. 41,000 damage out of the Caitlyn.
I am
about 20,000 higher than everyone else. Fantastic. But that will draw game 1 to a close. We'll be back in not too long to see if Horizon Shadow can fight back, or if the Poros will be forming a big fluffed and taking the win. My name's been Everyday. With me has been Byron, and we'll see you in just a few minutes.
You out, you got serving that beat stop, no step team. I came through and that's real shit. No came, but I feel this. Feeling kid when I feel banks, I still be spitting that Will Smith. I shut it down, we do that. Hell yeah, we knew that. Yo, girl, give me them crazy eyes. Orange is that new black code out, so I'm think about it. Stress me out, so I drink about it. They talk it out, but it's all good, so it's too real. Don't think about it. She took me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said don't think about it, I said don't think about it. She took me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said don't think about it, I said don't think about it. Came up as a church boy with my dukes on weekends. Waking up at like 6, man, you don't get paid if you sleepin'. Man, you don't know where I come from, you don't know what I've been through. Realize I don't say shit about all the bread that I sent you. You getting mad, I'm sitting back, I'm fucked up, I'm getting trash. Gotta go watch 2 gold chains and I go real like Trinidad. Trick, I'm the man, act like you know me. Popping off like a semi, man, I rap like it's loaded. I mean my crew hot, your crew not. We too sick, no flu shot. On this side, it's all big, man, I ain't dissing on Tupac. Just East Coast, all East Coast. These young bloods don't know better. Most of y'all got no chill, they'll get it poppin' in snow weather. Some kids just need love, they'll put in work for like no cheddar. Looking up to them dope boys, they got bands like Coachella. Yeah, just remember, I might have your girl for dinner. I'm the man year round, January to December. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said don't think about it, I said don't think about it. She took me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said don't think about it, I said don't think about it. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said don't think about it, I said don't think about it. She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said don't think about it, I said don't think about it. Your reflection in my wine glass, that's when I look away. Can't stand and think about losing your fine ass. How the fuck I let you slip away? Life for the party, but I'm dead inside. Kill my vibes, it was genocide. Hard to act like I've been alive. I'm trying to find where I identify. 1 time for the girl that got away. 2 times for the bub I'm about to spray. 3 times for the power that I pray to. Are you up there? Can you hear me? I know I fucked up, it's clear, see. I'm 22, but I don't act like it clearly. And all this shit is a mirage. I'm just rapping for a cause. The life, the fame, the lights, the game. We break the laws, don't like to change. Wanna win you back, but I hate to lose. I know that you're the one, but it's hard to choose. In my red cup. Remember first day you wouldn't give it up. We had only scratched the surface, but I knew that you were worth it. Yeah, so I was patient. I bragged to my niggas, Joe Namath. I'm still with the niggas that I came with, but everything changed once the fame hit. Make it up, take you down, have a shot, I bought a round, play my songs, you like the sound. It's going down, it's going down. Let's drink coffee, watch passerbys, and prove to you I'm not the average guy. It's just my flaws that they magnify, and when it's real, you don't have to try. Was another way, tomorrow is another day. Drugs take the pain away, sometimes I wanna run away. I wish there was another way, tomorrow is another day. Drugs take the pain away, sometimes I wanna run away. And I ain't the same.
G'day, everybody. Welcome back. It was an explosive game one. The United Poros of Runeterra did take it over Horizon Shadow. My name is Everyday. With me, once again, is Byron, bringing you the 200 IQ Colorcast.
I don't think I have 200 IQ, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
But
300.
okay, but all right. So United Poros of Runeterra. This is the game that to me has established them as a threat. 7 Deadly Sins. There were arguments that it was a fluke, game they took. Now, even if they lose the series 2-1, they are a legitimate contender for Division 1. You can't not say that now. And Horizon Shadow, what was that? I'm excited to say, what was that? You guys are supposed to be the third/second best team in this division, and you just lost the United Poros of Runeterra. What is going on? Straight up, what is going on? They decided to opt to sub out their star top laner Spike and the Kaon for Gandhi and Freezy, and both Gandhi and Freezy had.
Freezy's been really good.
Yeah, Freezy's been good. Freezy's been decent. He's been pretty good, but you need Spike. I know Spike, and I know he would make mincemeat out of Big Bang. And I mean, I don't know whether it was a scheduling issue, but I mean, with the league's everyone can reschedule, so I don't really understand the decision making behind the decision. And it seems that, I don't know. It just feels like there's something missing from this team. They didn't seem to play around their win con. They seem to really struggle playing into disengages specifically. I want to see them try and figure out those issues. Whether that's just go for a more simple front to back that isn't relying on just we have to win in mid game.
Poros, don't upset me.
The Caitlyn is not getting banned. I'm sorry, it's not getting banned.
Caitlyn.
It's not going to get banned. I'm sorry. I don't think it is. I've been not happy with the Ashe.
Who cares about Ashe? She got nerfed into the ground.
Oh
my god! I love you, Poros. You're my favorite team. You banned the Caitlyn. Thank you for reading patch notes, guys.
Dear.
That's okay. I mean, I still think the Fiddlesticks ban that has to be a target ban.
Yeah, it's a target ban.
Strong.
Definitely.
Freezy will get his Orianna again. Wasn't great in game one, but I have seen him on this before. He's very good.
It was a fine performance game one, but he never really. I don't think he really landed many impactful shockwaves. There was never that moment where there was oh my god, look at this Orianna. He kind of just coasted, and especially against the likes of a Caston, you can't just coast through lane. You've got to dominate lane. But he has that locked in again. We'll see if they opt for the Caston as the option into it. The set has been locked in again. Very early in the draft this time. Are they planning to flex it this time, or are they just...
I mean, I have not seen Big Bang play a different champion. Maybe he's just a set one trick.
Maybe...
Set's a great champ. He's fun. I don't think he's good. Sorry. I say he's a great champ. He's not. He's pretty awful, but he is fun.
He's got that going for him.
Are you getting a Warwick?
No, you're getting a Volibear, your favourite I mean, there's already one massive issue that I'm seeing.
I don't know if I don't know if anyone's watching because of me. I don't know why you would. But if anyone does watch my usual stream, that's a set Volibear rotation, which has a 0% win rate in the VCS, despite many outings. It's a bad rotation. It's a really bad R1, R2.
Yeah, the issue is with set Volibear is that they're one of the easiest duos to just kite. If you pick a champion that can kite well, then they're kind of screwed. And guess what we have on enemy team? It's a Tristana who has an ultimate that literally knocks you back. I like Horizon Shadow's draft again. It's rounding out a lot better. The Yumi, I do like the idea of count on a bear running at people, or count on a burly man running at people. But once again, it's
it's still just a cat on a bear.
Yeah, and I feel like
people will get that.
If Horizon Shadow draft themselves the disengage tools that are available in the game to deal with this, then they'll be completely fine. It's just they need to invest in that now. You got Tristan, you got Orianna, you got Shen. Just get yourself a safe jungle support, and you'll be absolutely sorted. But
I mean, I already think the draft is over. You've just picked set Volibear into an Orianna for one. That's already bad. It is so hard to run across the Orianna zone. And then they picked a Tristana. Oh, cool. You got on top of us. Out you go. Buff the
See ya.
Bye. And this is I actually haven't seen Tristana on this patch. It's obviously a very fresh patch. But if we assume that goes to the bot lane, which it 99% will, it's not going to be a top lane Tristana or anything crazy. You go that crit build, and god damn, is your three item power spike just ridiculous.
Yeah, and the Tristana here I like as well, not only because it's very strong in the meta right now, but guess what? Elven's one trick. It's Tristana, and now they get to play it. The Tristana, I have seen it firsthand. I've played against it firsthand. It is not a fun experience. I'm ready for him to let it rip in this game, just like a Beyblade. But we'll see if he's going to be allowed to. As I imagine AD carry's going to be locked in here. Twitch, oh man.
Oh, that's fun. Tom and Jerry coming in, the Rat-a-tat cat.
I see someone's been watching the LEC casts. I appreciate it. Let's go.
Actually, I stole it. Just calling me out. Just calling me out on my theft. How dare you?
I mean, it's fair.
It's a good name.
It's a good name. There's nothing wrong with playing homage of a great name, but Twitchimi obviously has that massive teamfight power. We've seen Crowny in the LEC take control. Now, I'm not sure if Potato Spaghetti is Crown Shot. I'm imagining he's not. But we'll see if he can, pull up some similar gameplay. As the Blitzcrank locked in, that's not the pick I would have gone for. When we're looking at disengage options,
exactly,
to get rid of a stat and volley bear, you don't pick the champion that's going to pull them into you.
And a Kindred for the last pick. Okay, I'll fill you in. I love Kindred. I play a lot of Kindred. She's maybe my second favorite champion in the game. I adore her. But in this team comp, I think one ADC was enough. I really would have liked some disengage. Really, really lacking that. You've got good slows, but if you get caught on a that's mid lane Cillian. Okay.
I love it. Okay.
This is hyper carry Twitch.
Okay, it is hyper carry Twitch, but I've played these kind of compositions before. Everyone knows me in VL. I used to be the dog champ player mid lane. Zillion mid lane in this comp is absolutely fantastic. Stat and volley bear, you're struggling to get onto people. Here, have some movement speed for absolutely free. Oh, hi Twitch, you're our main damage dealer. You're about to die. Oh, have a revive. Why not? I love it. I love this.
I think the comp from the Poros is definitely very, very fun. I love it. If Potato Spaghetti has a good game, it basically they win. If this Twitch gets rolling, the game ends. But I feel like Horizon Shadows could have countered everything they wanted to do just by picking a disengage support, like just a Nami, maybe even a Zyra. You can bully the lane potentially. Then, maybe very strong early game.
Yeah, and maybe even if you're not comfortable in the enchanters, you can go Tarak here, or even Braum. Those are both fantastic options.
Would have been great.
Yeah, those are two fantastic options. But instead, they've gone for this super red pick. If you're LS fanboy, it's just super aggressive. I don't know why, because now you've given the stat and volley bear a window to engage. Yeah, and they shouldn't be allowed that. They don't need to be allowed that. But
it's interesting because the thing is theoretically the set volley bear should still never be able to engage through the Buster Shot and through the Orianna slows. But if they get a flank, that's where the disengage support would have been really important. In my opinion. The vision control is going to be so important for Horizon Shadow because the set volley bear, if they get on top of you and you can't deal with the submarine of the Twitch coming out and whipping those torpedoes, you're done. You have to be able to focus the Twitch.
Yeah, and the biggest worry for me of Horizon Shadow's composition, they need to steer clear of every single choke point in this map. It was bad enough game 1 of Horizon Shadow's comp. Now imagine a set volley bear, Zillion bombs, Twitch ultimate, Yumi ultimate, all funneling into a choke point. They need to be so careful about how they're moving around the jungle because it just takes that one little pick, that one team fight around the jungle, and I feel like United Poros can just snap their jaws shut on this game. But they have to get to that point. They're putting their eggs, all their eggs are in this bot lane basket. They told me at the start of this series that their bot lane is their best lane. That's where they're focusing.
Definitely looked like it last game.
Yeah, looked like it last game. This game, they're saying, okay, Potato's popping off. Let's make sure he pops off this game, and it will assure us a victory. That's their mission statement this game. On the other hand, what I'm seeing is just a heck of a lot of comfort. That's what I'm getting from Horizon Shadow right now. I imagine the Blitzcrank pick kind of likes his engaged supports, so it makes sense that he's picking it, even if I don't like it in the draft. Elven Blade Tristana, he loves the pick. Freezes Oriana, he's fantastic on the pick. We've seen it already. Gandhi on the Shen, seems that he's comfortable on it, even if he wasn't incredible on it last game. And then Kindred for
the
Pyro.
biggest problem last game is he just wasn't. He needs that killer instinct. There were so many trades where he could have chased Set away, but he just backed off. It's like, dude, just kill him.
Yeah, like he was in a winning matchup
kill
and
him.
he was 30 CS behind eventually. It's like something like that. It's just like, what? But we'll have to see how this all transcribes. I like United Poros comp. I really do. Just because it appeals to that. I really like just.
I like the last 3 picks.
Yeah.
I like the last 3 picks a lot. I think the set volley bear R1, R2, just like I wish my chair leant back further to reflect the amount it tilts me. We are heading into the loading screen, of course. So we'll just kind of have a quick look at the runes, see if there's anything interesting. As it's looking pretty standard, not going to lie. Glacial Augment Zillion. I haven't really seen much Zillion. I assume that's standard. It sounds about right. And we will be right back. We're just going to sync up, get in game and all of that. Hopefully no tech issues this time. But we'll see you guys in just a few moments. And welcome back, everybody. We are getting in game. No tech issues this time, which we always love. They are heading out onto the Rift. I've got my eyes a little bit on this Kindred, partly because I love her, but also because I think she's very important. If Pyro Tom can be a second carry threat, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. Oh, good news every day. You don't have to stream for me anymore. My client has actually worked for once. But yeah, there's Kindred. I'm very excited to see how it works, because if it works well, Kindred will take over a game, getting the marks, getting really strong. It's wonderful to see. But it can turn the other way very, very easily. And of all the champions I want to invade, Volibear is not the one I'd choose.
The Blitzcrank hook will come out as Big Bang is the target. The Wolf's territory has been marked. And it looks like everyone wants to back off, but it is big health bar lead for Horizon. Ninen is a little bit caught out here, but they don't have the CC to get onto him. That Blitzcrank hook, I don't think will get the chance. Oh, he goes for the flash hook. That's so bold. They don't have the damage follow-up. Con, what are you doing, son?
That's an interesting maneuver.
But I don't know. Didn't even get the flash. You never have the damage. You never have the follow-up.
Yeah, that's a bit of a miscommunication there. Maybe Connor's just trying to maximize the value out of his Hex Flash. I really don't know. As now
it probably won't matter. To be fair, it's a super early flash. I can't see anything demanding his flash for the next 5 minutes. But Con had a pretty shocking Morgana game and follows it up with a bad start on the Blitzcrank.
Yeah, he's not having a fantastic series. And keep in mind, he's the one returning player from the successful, third place Horizon Shadow roster that did so well last split. So he's the player we're already expecting to show that consistency and to pull the team up to that level. But right now, that they haven't really been expressing it. We'll see if they're able to this game. They have a lot more comfort. But right now, I'm living this kind of big front line, funnel the hyper carry. It's a simple ideology for United Pros to follow. It's not anything complicated. Well, despite the are able to zone off twitching you from that entire wave, which is nice. But despite that, they still have a CS differential. Isn't really favouring them.
As it will, I think this lane should be going pretty heavily in favor of Horizon. Con going on forward. Potato Spaghetti has to flash, but gets hooked straight back in. Tom and Jerry might have gone into the mouse trap as Elven Blade trying to pump the damage out, jumps forward, does land it, but Spaghetti manages to slink away.
And not only slink away, take away half the health bars of both botliners there. That was a very well played trade from Potato and Heya. Valkyrie, your mic is not muted. Just to let you know.
We do have a gank in the mid lane. They're going after the man with the clock as Ninen takes a lot of damage and Kindred can land the final arrows. And
there we go. First blood for Pyro Tom. That's going to feel a lot better. It's happened last game, though. We'll see if they have to continue to lead. However, Kindred, very fortunate to get that. Much better person to have that first blood on. We'll see if they have to take advantage now. We do see Donga.
This is a great start for the Kindred. First blood and got the 50-50 with the scuttle. Fantastic. Ideal start for Kindred. She's loving it.
Pyro is loving life right now, but we'll see if that will continue across the game. Right now, Big Bang, he's not in the best position right now. Oh no, I don't think Kindred just wants to top.
Don't like what Kindred's done with the path. Do a full clear, dude. You're Kindred. Do a full clear.
Nah, I'm going to gank top lane instead.
To the top lane. We are ganking jungler. There's the flash taunt. Set is in so much trouble. Will he be able to get back to the locker room? He won't. Pyrotom has to flash, but it's all worth it.
It is worth it in the end. And this Kindred is now 2-0. We're talking about Funnel the Marksman here, but maybe a State United Poros of Runeterra is going to be doing that strategy this game. Is Pyrotom looking very, very strong right now. What it does mean, though, is that because of Kindred showing top side, Donga has took advantage and is nom-nom-nom-nomming on Pyrotom's bot side jungle. And that's crucial because if you look at the objective timers, you've seen the Dragon's up in 15 seconds, and Kindred, has lost a bot side.
It's very true. It's obviously a fantastic start for the Kindred. It has come out of the base with that Skirmisher's Saber and 2 longswords, is very far ahead, but does really need to get on top of this farm. Those camps are going to be level 1. Ooh. We could see a bit of an XP gap growing as Donga's got no real chance there. But may as well have a crack.
No, it just zones him off a little bit. She's you're never going to complain about that as a mid laner. A cheeky little prank for you. But
he had to cross anyway. He had to go straight to these Raptors. May as well have a pop.
Yeah, exactly. Now, let's keep in mind, though, Volibear has now decided to start clearing on the other side. Now, he's going very low, actually. He's going to execute.
Oh, my God. Seriously? How do you die as Volibear in the jungle?
Wow. I mean...
Volibear.
Now, as someone who...
Let's move swiftly on from that one. We don't want to shame the man too much, but... Raptors getting...
I hate to bring it to you. I've done that as well. Luckily not on a stage game. I was doing some Volibear, okay?
I'm pretty sure as Volibear, you don't even have to be at the keyboard to clear your jungle. You can go into another room with a wireless mouse.
I want to try that now. But as that happens, the execute came through. I don't think it pops up for the enemy team, but the dragon...
As soon as they see him on map, they can see.
Yeah. The dragon has been secured very easy. The first dragon for Horizon Shadow. That ultimate CDR going to be decent for them, especially for this gen.
It's actually pretty nice. The Kindred ult, the Shen ult.
Orianna ult.
Good as Con is having to go in the mid lane. Can Nylan wind the clock back? No, he can't, but he can flash away.
Yeah. That'll do. Dongi, you're level down.
This is going to be another pop for the Kindred. Can he get onto Coyote? He can. It's another mark claimed. And this Kindred is looking fierce.
It really, really is. Pyrotom having a stellar performance at the start of this game. His early game pathing both games has been really damn good. The question for me...
I think he's hurt. I disagree. His early game pathing in this game has been awful. He's just been getting kills. He's behind in farm against a Volibear. You're Kindred. Your pathing's bad, but you're getting the kills, so it doesn't matter.
Wow. Well,
I'm flaming it.
I'll let you have that one. But now, looking at rejection time, I will trust your judgment as a Kindred aficionados. Donga, I got again.
Coyote. He's got no chance. There's the Black E. He's just dead. There's no chance. Elven Blade with the easiest kill he'll ever get. So, Volibear. You said he's a good champion. I disagreed.
I don't think this game is proof. The guy literally executed to Raptors. Can we?
As another hook comes in, Potato Spaghetti is challenged, but with the Yuumi shield, there probably won't be enough damage. It's just a little bit of a trade. Actually deals so much back. Yuumi really coming in clutch.
Oh man, this is not looking good for United Poros. The good news is that their AD carry is maintaining a good CS, but that's about all the good news they're getting so far, as they're nearly 2k goal behind at 8 minutes. That is a very big deficit.
Yeah, and this is a bit like, this is basically the worst place for the gold to go if you're a fan of the Poros. It's a Kindred with 3 kills. Tristana's got the other one. It's basically perfect.
Yeah.
Your marksman is so far ahead. I want to see Kindred go for the damage build. You're 3-0. If you're ever going to do the damage build, it's right now. Build an Infinity Edge. Build the Infinity Edge.
We'll see if...
No, he's just going to back off.
Star points.
Yeah. Have a pop. Yeah, may as well.
I don't know, like, Twitch team could have turned that if they... wherever they're at, the little spikes, but I think there might be someone else getting caught in the river right out. Never mind. No, he has a jump, and the blue buff's gone. Oh man, Donga's not having a great game, and that's an understatement. He's really getting out jungled here.
Yeah. So over on my normal hangout in the VCS stream, we have a Volibear scale. We if it's really good Volibear, that's a grizzly bear. An okay Volibear, that's a black bear. Most Volibears, though, are koala bears. Unfortunately, Coyote here looks like it's a koala bear about 2 weeks into bushfire season. He's been roasted.
That is true. Now, the good news about Volibear is that he doesn't even really need gold that much. He just needs to be a frontliner. It isn't a necessity for him to get ahead. The issue is he's so far behind right now that he's kind of useless.
Necessities.
Bare necessities this game.
I'm so sorry. I just had to get that in. As Con has gone mid again, but the hook won't land.
I have no qualms of that at all. Disney movies are goated. Most of the time, at least. But we'll... the Final Dragon's up in 38 seconds, but right now, United Poros, this is the point where they have to recognize as a team, we are not strong. We cannot fight them right now. Give up the objective. Nylon, he uses his ultimate. Doesn't get any use out of it. And
he's not even heading back, so now he's just vulnerable. Donga is here, but Freezy's 3 levels higher. I don't know about that. It could be a very easy 1v2. Dragon on the map. Elven Blade jumps forward, but the last chat that comes in, this could be the throw as Volibear dives on forward. Stand United is used, but this is a paper bear. Pyrotom goes on a rampage. The aspect of death living up to her name. Dive charging on forward, can get onto the USS Tom and Jerry as that submarine is trying to escape.
Yeah, Pyrotom playing very well there, but Donga, he's not got the stats right now, really, to just run at people, unfortunately. And the Twitch Yuumi combo, the old rat-a-tat-tat alongside the chapter, it doesn't work right now. You're too low level, you're too low items, you don't have the damage to properly execute that in the team fight. United Poros right now just need to recognize we need to scale.
Oh no. They're on Coyote again. That wolf bite will come in. Pyro Tom reckons he can 1v2, and I'd say he's right, but probably not under a tower.
Yeah, maybe not under a tower, but for the most part, Pyro Tom playing with the aggression, playing very bold as I think.
Okay.
Man.
I could smell the gank top.
Yeah.
He hit the back button. He's okay.
That's good. And now Kindred says, nice top side. I'll have it. Well, once again, interested to see how much priority goes into Terrald. I don't think this game is... I don't know. If you want to force a fight, which I think if you're in the position of Horizon Shadow right now, the one thing you want to do is just force fights. You're really far ahead. You want to punish the fact that this...
Con's having another go here. There's the shockwave. This one should be easy. He has access to the ult, so he will resurrect. Can they get round to it? There's no hope coming as there's another hook landing. Are they going to go under tower? Of course they are. Pyro Tom drops the ult just to be safe, and the respite is only for him.
Yeah, and this Kindred is taking... Pyro Tom's having a wonderful performance. I'm loving to see this team start to come alive, and it feels like this early game is just going exactly how they want it to. There's no real complaints right now, and they just need to keep accelerating this lead, and that's the important thing. Right, Poros, they should be happy to just sit back and scale, because in the late game, their composition is kind of cool. It's really good, but they need to get there, and right now they are not on schedule to make it there at all.
I think the problem is this Kindred is so far ahead that even if you get the big Twitch ult, you just Kindred ult. You just Kindred ult, and then she carries the back half of the fight, steals away the Scuttle Crab. They are going to try and make something happen, but with that Wolf Zone going down, Pyro Tom is very, very sneaky. There's the slips coming in. This is another stack for Kindred if she gets it, and she definitely will. The show gets stopped, but his heart gets stopped even quicker.
Okay, let's take guessing games. What's the gold lead in the jungle right now?
I'm going to guess 4K.
Ooh.
No, what am I saying? That's ridiculous.
That's
Mad. 2K. Let's do 2K. I meant... I don't know why I said 4K.
Bang on the money, though. It's literally exactly 2K. So...
Oh, wow. There we go.
We'll take the second guess. I trust you didn't cheat and press X.
I didn't. But I had a brain snap. Oh, yeah, 4K, 14 minutes. No.
I mean, if that was the case, it would be cool to get incredibly hype. But yeah, Kindred's still very far ahead right now, and needs to just continue this, snowball. And the good news is, what was it you said? Build the damage build. Now's the time to build the damage build. Well, guess what? I am seeing a cloak of agility.
This is the correct build on Kindred. Oh, no. I feel like there's hunting limits on bears. Maybe not over where these guys are. I don't know. I don't think you're allowed to kill this many bears.
No, it can't be right, really. Especially koala bears.
Yeah, I mean, koalas are nearly extinct at the moment. The bushfires this year did a real number on them. It's actually a massive issue. The bushfires this year were really bad.
Yeah, it was in January time, wasn't it?
Off topic, but there's nothing happening. So the bushfires in Australia this year were the biggest bushfires we've ever had before bushfire season started. They were the biggest ever, and they got to that size before bushfire season started, and then they got bigger. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were bad. We've one of the rainforests caught on fire.
Oh God,
which isn't meant to happen. The Australian ecosystem needs fire. Eucalyptus trees actually regrow in fire. It's actually a thing. Rainforest, not so much.
Yeah.
They don't need fire.
Rainforest not known for their affinity for flames, but...
yeah, in fact, they kind of like rain.
Yeah, mad.
Weird.
Who would have thought it? Oh, there is a Mountain Dragon spawning in 12 seconds. And weirdly enough, it's Horizon Shadow seems to be a little bit late to the play. Then again, does it matter? Not really, because I don't think United Poros want to go anywhere near this.
They can't. Their jungler's just too far behind. It's a 2-level lead. The Smite, it's not even a 50-50 with Smites. Big Bang goes on forward, but can't really do much against this Shen. Fatman Gandhi really needs to be a little bit bolder in this matchup. I really do think he wins extended trades. Look at this damage. Just truck it in. Last chapter will get the disengage from the fight as the dragon went down. They are on Mountain Soul Point, and I love the Tom and Jerry comp, but I don't think it's going to work. In comes the showstopper, Fatman Gandhi. I keep telling you, man, you do win this. He takes that solo kill. Potatoes forget very, very low, but they don't want to go under the tower.
Yeah.
Kindred, though, she might. This could be a mistake, but the Stand United coming in. They could turn it around, but Gandhi is a little bit too low. Pyro,
Oh.
calm down, dude. You've got a big shutdown on your head. Don't throw this one away, but he's got an Orianna coming in from the other side. Coyote will instantly drop. They need to forget. He's playing too far forward. It's a double kill for Kindred. One for each of them. There's the triple kill. And Haya is being focused. Bang goes the dynamite. And this is the Poros being dismantled. We are on track to a perfect game for Horizon.
Oh my lord. And that's one way to bounce back. I asked at the start of this game, what happened to Horizon Shadow? Horizon Shadow respond, we just had a happy game, it's fine. This is what we're really like. And oh my god, they've just played this game immaculately so far, I have to say. Really, really well played from everyone, especially Pyro.
The big shield for Big Bang, but he's going to get taunted up and he is gone. Coyote comes forward, but he would lose a fight with a wet paper bag at the moment.
And what was it that was said about United Poros series against Seven Deadly Sins Senior, right?
It's looking like that.
Yeah, the game one, United Poros looked competitive, looked pretty confident, and then game two hit. And they just got outplayed. And
I don't get it.
I'm getting a cheeky bit of deja vu here because this is game two of a game three series, so they were looking competitive in game one.
Pyro, this is bullying. I don't know if you're allowed to do. Can an admin tell us if you're allowed to be this mean?
You're allowed to be this mean. Don't worry. This is VL. I mean, Trash Talk server exists for a reason.
Okay, he's got Storm Razor.
Oh.
That's BM. That's for catches. Okay, fair enough. I respect it. Infinity Edge is better, but this is funnier. As look at that, just gets the chomp in. It's 3/4 of a set's health, and then he just vaults away.
He was just sat staring down 4 members of the Poros team, and just is able to exist in front of them. That's what I can do about it. It's mad. It's an 8K gold lead for Horizon Shadow. My god. Yeah, it's looking like United Poros are just they fell apart here completely, and unfortunately,
I don't get it. How has this happened twice when I've been casting?
It's 90%
Why
of
can't
the
they play
time.
game twos?
Yeah, 90% of the time, I would look at the composition and be like, well, yeah, but they still have the scaling though, so it's still kind of fine. I'm sorry, you're too far behind now. You're just so far behind.
This game is over. We're watching victory laps. This is this could very well be a perfect game for Horizon Shadows. I can't really see, unless someone gets cocky, maybe Freezy could potentially die here. Might be a bit of a caster curse as the show gets stopped. The big shield from the Archangels come in, and the minions are the best friend of Freezy. He's trying to kite away. Strange United comes in, desperately trying to get the job, but look at the shield! Fatman Gandhi cuts him down to size.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That game is still alive after that. How?
Volley was a good champion, they did.
Jesus! Shut up. Oh my god! What have I just watched? Oh my god!
It's times like this. I wish we formatted kills a little bit differently, because if we did, Donga could have been joining Her Majesty's Secret Service in Agent Bond.
Yeah.
But no, he's 070 instead.
Instead of being a secret agent, he's just sad. And unfortunately, that's the situation.
He's just an agent for the other team.
Yeah. Secret agent Donga for the... And something about checking play powers. I don't know. What I do know is that Mountain Cell's up on the board in 20 seconds, and there is no chance in hell of United Poros ever contesting that.
I mean, it's lucky for the Poros that it's only a Mountain Soul. I guess it's better than it being an Ocean Soul.
Absolutely. I don't want to do it with an Ocean. I don't want to do it with an Infernal. I'll be honest, I think they prefer it over a Cloud Soul. There's not really many ultimates that actually work well with that on the Horizon Shadow team. But, they will be kind of lucky stars if it isn't an Infernal or an Ocean, definitely. But we'll see now, though, a very nice sort of transition across the mid lane there towards this Baron. And honestly, just force it, Horizon. Get on that Baron, just start it. You can literally just start it right now.
This is uncontestable.
Yeah.
They have 280 carries. This goes down super fast. Baron is not having a good day. Kindred hasn't even joined the play, and Baron's at half health. I mean, Coyote, yeah, go for this, but you're 4 levels down against a Kindred. Oh, the big shot
Oh my God.
has destroyed the bot lane. Pyro Tom doesn't want to let Baron reset and won't. And yeah, I think the game's over.
Yeah,
I
pretty
think we
much.
could be hitting that FF button.
Wow,
If it was solo queue, we would.
Yeah, yes,
oh,
it was
can
solo
they
queue.
finally get a kill? No,
No!
the shot denies the dreams. They're going to charge. Oh my God.
Oh.
He's died to Raptors and he's broken his nose. Oh, he's having a bad game.
Oh, Dong is mental. I feel for him. This is such an awful game to have.
Oh, no. He's just smashed his face into the wall.
This is... Oh, my God. What is it with this team and having a good game one and then just, like, collapsing? And the worry for me now is, you got to look to the next game if you're United Poros. How do you bounce back from this? Like, you can lose in a little bit of a dodgy way like Horizon Shadow, but this is... You're getting perfect game. You're going 0-8 in the jungle. 0-0. And it's... Yeah, it's not a good look. It's not a good feel.
Well,
and
the Submarines having another go, but the torpedo ports weren't loaded. They're just too far behind. The big shield comes in. Elven Blade goes on the rampage. Dong and Coyote, he gets resurrected, but I think that might be a waste of time. He comes back up. Can they get one kill? They can. They shut down Elven Blade, but it's just a consolation prize. They ruined the perfect game, but I don't think they care that much. Big Bang's on the run, but he does get away.
I hate to break it to you, it wasn't a perfect game. Top tier 1 got broke. How long have we not been seeing that? Oh no. Oh, Big Bang. Yeah, he's dead. He's just collateral damage at this point.
Yeah, it's over. Like, this is just hurry up and end the game, guys. Seriously. Let's get to game 3.
Yeah, I mean, United Pros honestly would have been a wise call to FF. Save the mental. You don't have to sit through 24 minutes of this. Maybe 25.
Yeah. I mean, you can be talking about game 3.
Yeah.
That's hopefully what they're doing. They'll get 2 minion waves in here. This should be the end. The towers are under siege. Let's wrap it up, boys. And we'll have to see if the Poros can bounce back. I hope they're very rubbery because they'll have to do a lot of bouncing. We will have the last stand, of course, as Dong and Coyote goes in, really wants that go to that 0-10. If he was Yasuo, they'd win the game, but he's not, as Con throws out a hook, doesn't hit it. Lamb's Respite comes down to make sure their KDAs stay nice and crispy. The Nexus explodes, and game 2 was just a bit of a no-show for one of the teams.
I mean, Donga got Flame Horizon in the jungle. I think that summarizes the game pretty well. It was straight up just Horizon Shadow saying, okay, trading weights are off. Let's show these guys what we're really made of. And it just felt like it was a lot of little misplays, but Donga didn't really understand where to be on the map, how to kind of play this matchup from behind. And I
think we have to address the elephant in the room. Donga looked like he wasn't connected to the game. Like, he dealt 7... Oh, my God. Zillion dealt 400 damage. Oh, no, sorry, I'm reading... That's physical damage. I'm lying. He dealt 7,000. What am I saying?
Yeah, I was going to... hang on a moment.
I was about to say, I'm reading the wrong column. I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. I saw him land bombs. This Volibear dealt 4k damage total.
Oh, that's less than the Blitzcrank.
Not good enough. Yeah. Like, it was only just more than the Yuumi.
But you know what's not good enough either? The Twitch did 5.5k. That's only 1k more than
he never got to do anything. The game was lost before Twitch was relevant.
Okay, that's a good point.
This was shocking out of the Poros. I think their draft was bad. The Twitch Yuumi is good. It's fine when you have a strong top side, but they didn't have a strong top side because your jungler was Inten. It was really, really bad. It kind of the biggest problem, I hate to flame, it was Donga. If that Volibear falls behind early, you insta lose the game, and he died to Raptors. That's not good enough. But we'll have to see if they can bounce back in game 3. Don't go anywhere, guys. We hope you are enjoying the show. Give us some feedback in the chat if you'd like. I always appreciate it. But we'll see you in a few minutes, guys. Don't go anywhere.
See, I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved, cause I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Don't act like you are doing a favor, but honestly I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later, so I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. My head has been spinning, I might need a minute. I've been dying to kick it, so just come with if you with it. And this game that we're playing, you want me but won't say it. If I told you I'm leaving, you would be so devastated. Oh, and I don't want no bullshit excuse, like you ain't got no time for me, as if that shit was true. Just tell me how it is, how you want it. If you're down, want a summit, I got plans and you're one of them. Not trying to pretend. See, I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved, cause I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Don't act like you are doing a favor, but honestly I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later, so I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Hold up, did you really think I'm bout it? Say she wanna leave, but it's way too crowded. But I'll vibe with you, I'm playing games, I ain't trying to lose. And if I take you back, I'ma kiss your neck. I could be your now, I could be your next. I could be the one to relieve your stress. When we talk about sex, she unzip that dress. Bless, maybe one day I could take it. Give it to me, cause I'm tired of waiting. I'm like the latest, #1 play on your playlist. Don't trip if these other girls play it. And I don't like to fight, you the type that I'd like to wife. Guy feeling like life is nice, at the movies eating Mike and Ike's. And if the price is right, then I guess I'm bout it. See, I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved, cause I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Don't act like you are doing a favor.
G'day, everybody. Welcome back for Game 3 of Horizon Shadows, taking on the United Poros of Runeterra. It was a very bright horizon. The sun was rising in the last game as they were very close to a perfect game. My name, for the final time tonight, is Everyday. With me is Byron. And can the Poros bounce back from that?
I don't know. I'm honestly miffed. That is the word I would use to describe what I watched against. I was miffed at what happened, because that team, that United Poros team, looked like a completely different side to what we saw in Game 1. I think they've got to go back to basics. They've got to go back to what worked for them, and that is a priority bot lane. Because their top side...
Can they can they sub the players that they used in Game 1 back in? Like, it's the same account, but do they have someone different sitting in the chair? Because I don't understand how you can play that well in Game 1 and then that horribly in Game 2.
I think for me, it's... Their top side are letting them down, if I'm to be perfectly honest. We saw Donga, Big Bang, Nanan really did not have good games at all. I want to see what Potato and High can do, because once again, Poros, they said that they say this. The bot lane is the bot lane. They're lane to watch. We play through these guys. They're really strong. Last game, they just fell too far behind. They need to get themselves a bot lane who can get ahead, who can change the tempo of the game. Because if they do that, like we saw with the Kate the Nami, it's a completely different situation. And I feel like having some form of that early priority is exactly what they need. Because what happened last game is that all 3 lanes lost. The jungle lost.
Yeah.
They nowhere won. And so it was just an insta roll. They need to make sure that they can secure a victory somewhere. And for me, that victory will be in bot lane.
Banned away from Donga. They just banned it from their own team. Caitlyn Cassidy banned out. This is just Horizon learning from Game 1. Remove Sona as well. I mean, maybe have a crack at the Lux lane that has been cropping up. It doesn't have to be with Sona. There are other combinations. Looks like they're going to go for the first pick, Orianna. It makes sense. Make Freezy show something else. But I don't know. It just seems like without the Caitlyn, Potato's got to have another big pick because I feel like the whole world's on his shoulders.
We know last time, I believe, it was Ashley busted out in the win versus Seven Deadly Sins Senior. I'd like to see that again, but
I mean, this is a different patch. I don't think Ash is very good this patch, but it looks like Horizon disagree with me as they will pick it up. I mean, she still does Ash things. I think she's a little bit weaker on this one. That was a pretty big nerf. I'd love to see the Jin counter pick. That'd be super fun. And it will be Freezy going to the Syndra.
I like this matchup personally. It's more of a skill matchup, but Syndra has more balls than Orianna. Orianna has 1 ball, Syndra has 3. So clearly it's an obvious winner. But Syndra, all serious, Syndra's burst in lane is that she's really strong, and she's one of the few champions you can actually match Orianna's poke. And has the all-in potential to really ruin Ninen's day if Freezy is on his game, which, to be fair, there's nothing to really say he isn't this series.
In game 2, he didn't have to do anything.
True.
I don't think we can judge his performance in game 2. He hit a few good ults, but it was the Pyro Tom show. Just absolutely dancing on them.
What is to know?
It is worth saying, like, I had a look at the ranks in Champ Select, and I know solo queue doesn't say everything, but Pyro's diamond. Some of the players on the other team are gold.
Oh, but Pyro's not diamond. Pyro's diamond in TFT.
Oh, is that a TFT rank? Why does that display?
I don't know.
It's
cool. League of Legends, my friends.
I'm flat. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I pretend to be a flat player.
Probably. But there's the fresh hair that was banned away. Has been knocked in for hire, a good bit of comfort, and the Wukong, nice combo with the Orianna, but. Yeah, actually, I quite like that because the Ash to Syndra both don't have much mobility. If Wukong's able to get his Whirling Death, I believe it is, off, then...
Okay. Sorry, Wukong, you mean Cyclone?
Oh, Cyclone. Which one's Whirling Death, then?
Hecarim's Q, I think, is Whirling Death.
I think it's the ultimate. Who knows? No,
Wukong is definitely Cyclone. I know that.
Okay, yeah, Wukong's okay, yeah.
I'm not sure who's Whirling Death. That's definitely an ability name.
Yeah, I think it's an ultimate.
Maybe someone in chat can tell us.
Who knows?
So I'm gonna let you in on something. Whirling Death is Draven's ult. You're right. It's Draven. Yep, that's correct. Thank you, chat.
Thank you,
John. Thank you in chat. Thank you for being smart.
John Joe. Oh, big ups.
Yeah, big boy. So I'm gonna let you in on something. Do you know who got buffed on this patch and didn't need a buff?
Hecarim.
Jax.
Oh,
Jax.
No.
Jax got buffed on this patch, and Jax was already good. And you know who absolutely ruins Wukong? I don't know if Fat Man knows this, because I didn't know it until it got brought out in the VCS. I didn't know. But Jax ruins Wukong. You can't play Wukong into Jax if the Jax knows what they're doing.
Sorry,
Malphite is also an option. Yeah, I mean, that is another big counter matchup. That is a big Wukong counter, and it's a little bit easier. But I would have loved to see the Jax, because he did not need a buff on this patch, and he got a big one.
Right, so...
He's insane.
Now, if I'm Pyroson, I'm thinking, all right, let's get myself a safe, tanky, peeling jungler. Right now, I mean, we'll see what gets locked in. Something along the lines of a Sejuani or a Trundle, which is its boring Resident Sleep, not really there. I think it suits the composition actually really well. We'll see if it ends up being a choice. If Sejuani gets locked in, you lock in Trundle right now, because Trundle just ruins Sejuani's life. But we'll see what happens. Who gets locked in? The Ezreal for Potato will give them a lot more agency over the early to mid game.
Dude. I think, I'd like a Trundle pick, but I mean, Trundle's fallen out of the meta a little bit. He did cop a few nerfs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the Pyrotom goes to. Could even just see the Kindred come back in.
That is true. Oh no, it's banned.
Why not? Ride your moment. Oh, it is. Yep, it is banned. That makes it hard. Ooh, yes.
Oh.
Give me Carthus.
Oh, I'm a big fan.
Very good. Yes.
Now, my worry here for Horizon Shadow. Their only real peel tool is Bard. Sure, Bard has a lot of peel tools in his kit, right? What's going to stop Wukong from looking at your backline and saying, "Yo, do you like cyclones? I've got one. It's my ultimate."
I mean, I don't know if that's true. Syndra, Ashe, Malphite, they can peel.
Wow.
Ashe Arrow, Syndra E, Malphite everything.
I mean, Malphite, you don't pick Malphite for his peel. You pick Malphite for his hard engage. You can.
True, but
Yeah. Like, I feel like there are better options, but the Karthus, I love this champion. My most played jungler in solo queue for a reason. He is free though, because you just sit, you
also
farm.
very, very strong on this patch.
Yeah, very, very strong in this patch. Because you can sit and farm for 25 minutes and then you're just like really, really, really strong. But his early to mid game isn't even that atrocious. So it's like,
especially against the Sejuani. There's
Yeah.
no fear of invades.
exactly. Like the way you have to beat Karthus is just by invading him and ruining his life. Sejuani is going to struggle to do that because they have to hope they get priority on one of the lanes and kind of go with
They
that.
don't though. They
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
get priority in any lane. Wukong, you might think, yeah, Wukong, he's a lane bully. Not against Malphite.
Mhm.
Malphite destroys Wukong. You can't necessarily kill him unless the Wukong really misplays. But Wukong doesn't do anything into Malphite. Malphite just clears the wave. Wukong hits him a bunch, and the Malphite just says, "Cool, whatever. You dealt no damage because I have a shield." This is a little bit of a draft issue, I think, for the Poros. They've gone to comfort. They couldn't get Spaghetti on like a super hard carry. Ezreal is no slouch, but it's not a big carry. I think they need, like, they have a good team fight, but based on last game, are you even going to get to the team fights?
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if they're able to escape this laning phase on even footing. I don't know if they're going to be able to. There's a part of me that says Poros homes on Karthus. He won't have any early pressure. It's going to be fine. And the other half's like he probably will. It would not surprise me. And as you said, they don't really have a single winning lane. I think there's an argument to be made for Ezreal Fresh into Ashbard, in my opinion. But that's dependent on can your Fresh hit hooks? Are Elvin and Connor going to into that
I just
position?
don't think you can keep up with I just don't think you clear waves fast enough. Like, Ashe just kind of pokes you. It's definitely not a horror. Like, I think that's a fine lane. I think that bot lane goes even, but Ashe probably has priority.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that one unfolds. But yeah, my only worry, I still have worries. I know you talk about Syndra E, Ashe as a champion, Malphite as a tank. I still worry of just Wukong Orianna slipping, like the Wukong with Orible slipping behind. You get the Karthus Syndra Ashe, any of those comboed up.
I mean, that's the win condition, right?
Yeah.
That's how they have to win.
Yeah.
And it's possible. I don't think the game is over in draft, but I feel like it's much easier to be Horizon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Their comp is ridiculously easy to execute, while Poros, you have to get the big Wukong Orianna. If you don't get that, you just lose. And it's going to be hard to get into the team fight stage. If they're in the team fight stage, you can hit Wukong Orianna all you want. If you're 8k down like you were last game, it doesn't actually matter.
That is true. They have to wrestle their way through this laning phase. That's what we're going to be keeping our eyes on as we head into the loading screen, is whether or not United Poros was game 1 or game 2 a more accurate representation of their skill in this series. We'll get to find that out now. We'll get to see the average now. If the 7 Deadly Sins series is anything to go off, these guys are doomed. But
we'll have to find out. We will judge them based off of this game, not off their prior sins. And I'm going to say, once I see my loading screen pop up, which I just have, we'll be back in just a little bit. Pray for no tech issues. Welcome back, everybody. It was a smooth intro to game one. We love it. Let's hope this one is nice and close. We don't want stomps like last game. You can have one in a series. That's fun. Don't give me two. One's enough.
My plan actually worked this time, which I'm very excited for. But usually me getting into the game means bad things for United Poros, so we'll see how they go. But they are going for a very cheeky invade here with the Thresh. Their sentence, I imagine, will be the ability. Yep, already leveled it up. Oh, the ward. Lovely spot out there by Elvin.
Makes sense. There's been invades, shenanigans in both of the games, so it makes sense. They will be able to push in. They'll get vision around this blue buff, but that's about it.
Yeah, and you know what's happening on the other side of the map? They do the exact same thing but without any risk. In fact, I think they get more vision. So there you go.
I mean, it's fine. It's neither team comes out badly there. I think they're both whatever. Nice and easy early game.
We'll have to see how this game unfolds. Now, the biggest thing for me is laning phase. What's going to happen here? Because we know United Poros, if they fall behind in laning phase, they really struggle for the rest of the game. They have to be aware of that. And so I'm hoping to see Donga focus a lot of ganks just to get his lanes ahead, assure a victory in one of these lanes or two. But he's playing Sejuani, not the most active early game jungler in the game, and I'm a little bit worried to see if he's going to be able to execute on that premise or not, especially considering his last game was atrocious.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other way to put it. It's interesting because some players can bounce back from a game like that super easily because you just say, I went 0-10. I'm not going to go 0-10 again. You just bounce straight back. You just go, that was the worst game in my life. It's not going to happen again. Other players get in their own head. Personally, I'm in the latter category. I can't. If I played a game like that, I'd be asking to get subbed out because I can't bounce back. He wants to get them off to a good start. Goes forward. They're straight onto the bard. The ignite comes in. Can they get the last little bits of damage? Not quite yet. Con looks like he gets away. Potato Spaghetti takes nearly his whole health bar, and that's not really worth it.
Yeah, I mean, you get a flash for your flash ignite, and your AD carry goes really low. That's not really what you're looking for there. I appreciate the boldness of the play to try and get yourselves ahead, but that's a little too eager in my book, and you can't bend the fresh foot around minions. I'm sorry, hey, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think Haya did just about everything he could, but is the level 2 power spike from an Ezreal really that scary? Big bang, I saw that. Get your cannon minions. Get your cannon minions. I don't know if the stream caught it, but get your cannon minions, dude.
You're saying that, but Big Bang might have missed the amount of cannon, but he's still pretty far ahead in the CS right now. So
yeah, I think until like level 4, level 5, maybe the first back, he can push this Malphite in. It's once like the Barmy Cinder comes in, this lane just ends.
Because you don't want to be. Then it's like, okay, I'm Wukong. I want to be close to a champion to do damage. Oh, what's that? You have an AoE ability to just damage to me as I can close to you. Cool.
It's not even like it's the damage isn't even what matters. Malphite just walks up and Wukong desperately hits him, and by the time the wave is cleared,
oh my god, look at this Wukong.
Also, by the way, Big Bang's on almost no health.
That's not good. What happened there?
No idea.
Just
the heck flash ran afoul of the trade. Could flash.
Oh, he's dead.
Down in the bot lane. I've missed this one as there is a first blood. My observer client decided to betray me. Flatman Gandhi arrives. Haya could be going down. It's a double kill in the bot lane, and Elven Blade is sharpening that sword.
And that really sucks if you're a United Poros fan, because we talked about how crucial this bot lane is usually to get ahead for this team. Now they're behind. They overforce a play. But the play initially isn't that bad, but they just don't have the damage to pull it off. And because of that, you're now facing down a 2-0 Ashe. It's just going to get a really nice free reset off here. It's not the best scenario in any world of League of Legends. So the good news is Nining's up a little bit of CS in the mid lane, but that's going to get a little bit even out by this wave crashing. But
yeah, this is actually a really good start here by Ninen. Syndra can be a bit of an early lane bully. Of course, her mana costs have gotten a little bit extreme. You can see Freezy low on mana. Wants to reset, but with no teleport, he can't do it here. He'll lose so much CS. So he's actually trapped in the lane for a little while.
Yeah, well, so look at Kwan. He's making the own plays happen, and Ninen, he's pushing up very aggressively here.
Yeah, thankfully for Big Bang. Oh, hello, in the mid lane. My observer client, what are you doing to me? It's not getting me
Memes.
anywhere. I was looking at top lane.
Oh, no.
That's an Orianna flashing away. Come on, let me play by play. It's my one job.
No. Yeah, I mean, Big Bang, how is he alive still? And like sitting in this lane with a big CS? He was like no health. I mean, I guess that's a power corrupting pot, but still, like, oh god.
Yeah. Oh my god. I mean, he has gone back once, used that teleport. Wukong does get the health regen from passive. But there's going to be a Malphite level 6. He's gone for the second recall. He is up in CS. He's actually okay at the moment, but he has to be very careful about dying now.
Yeah, it really does. And now with the vision cleared out, it looks like United Poros, they're looking for this first dragon. And to be fair,
they caught this well. They caught them on the reset. Yeah. This should be a free dragon.
It really should be, but how quickly can they actually do this? Is it going to be in time? It looks like it.
It's fine.
Good.
That was really well done. They caught Syndra and Karthus on the reset. I assume they spotted it on a ward. They just instantly called the dragon, and bang, free mountain.
There you go. And now, I mean, that gives them something at least, but they're still 1k goal behind. It's a lot better than the 2k at 8 minutes, but I mean, that's not necessarily out of the picture yet. We'll have to see how they're going to be able to play this, but I'm a little bit worried for them because this bot lane, like I said, it's supposed to be their focal point, and seeing it behind, I don't know who's going to be able to step up and carry this team this game. And
yeah, it's also look at this first back for Ezreal compared to Ashe. That's horrific. That's so ugly.
Oh dear. And Pyrotom's having the game of his life right now on Karthus. He's been able to farm to 6 for absolutely free. Has a massive CS, has a decent CS lead on Donga, and no one's really around to stop him at all. He's just able to continue free farming. It's great.
Yep. This is you love it as Karthus when you don't have to do anything and your lanes are just kind of passively winning. We'll give credit where it's due. Big Bang is managing to hold on to this CS lead. Went first item Spirit Visage. Yeah, I understand the intent, but I don't think it does enough.
Wait,
I get what you're going for, but
well. Alvin now does not care about hooks. There's a level, both. Alvin's level 6 now. He's really strong. It's going to be very difficult for Potato and Hay to actually get the damage down with this duo, so they're going to have to just sit and wait it out for a bit, and that's really not what they want to do.
It's very true. As Fatman roams around, gets a little bit of vision, but again, I feel like Horizon are pretty happy just playing this one nice and slow. Let their Karthus farm, let Syndra get to a good power spike, maybe fight around the second dragon.
I mean, theoretically they could fight around this Herald, but once again, I mean, the teams haven't shown much priority around it. I think at this point it's 8 minutes in, because usually it's like 15 minutes when you look at it. 8 minutes
I mean,
is strong.
Should be 8 minutes. It should be 8 minutes, but
yeah.
No ADC switches, so...
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, look at this mid-lane gank being set up here, but Freezy's, he's smart to it. He sees the fresh on the control board he has in the river, and it means that gank gets pulled off as well as like spotting out Sejuani. Yeah, she spotted out both people who are on there. Well done to Freezy from just scanning out and not being susceptible to it, but it's great vision play.
Yep. Both supports are on the way as well to cover off their lane. Hey are actually heading back to bot. They could look for a play, but I don't think they ever catch Elvin. Yep, he's out of there. So it's a quiet early game here. We had that one flurry of action that got Horizon the big lead, particularly in this bot lane. But since then, they're just content to farm.
Yeah, and I don't really blame them. One team has the... I think Horizon Shadow do want to just scale. Mainly due... I'm looking at that Karthus, obviously. Look at that CS lead in the jungle right now. And that's only going to grow.
Yeah, it's actually, I gotta give credit where credit's due. That's really good farm on Karthus. That's like professional level.
Mm-hmm. That's
going for a play. There's the Cosmic Binding comes in. It's just a little bit of damage at the moment. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow misses, but the Skittles are very, very yummy, and Elven Blade gets himself the freest kill in existence.
Yeah, and his Carthus, man, is just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. The thing is, who deals...
there's an unstoppable force being used. Fatman wants this kill. Cyclone comes out.
Oh,
But can you hear the music? Requiem has been sung and lives up to its name.
yeah, and that's going to be the first kill going over to Paratom. Right now, once again, let's play the fun game. What's to go lead in the jungle?
I'm going to go for 2K again.
Okay, it's not
What do you
2K
think?
this time. It's only 1.4K.
Ooh.
But still, very good for an early game
Ooh.
Carthus who...
Unleash
That's-
power. Doesn't quite get it.
I think we have to emphasize this. Carthus' weakest point is the early game, and right now he has a 1.4K lead in the jungle. 11
And
minutes.
you could argue he's already out of the early game. He's got his first item. He's got his jungle item and his boots.
Yeah.
Like everyone looks at Carthus as this crazy late game monster, and he is. But he's actually not that bad at this point of the game. He does a lot of damage with those isolated skittles.
Yeah, the biggest issue with Carthus at this point in the game is, like a lot of AD carries, he's just very squishy. Now,
Yeah.
the big brain out play is that I have Carthus, I have the Carthus passive, so if I in, I'm just maximizing the use of my passive, right? But
Exactly.
let's see here,
Love
Paro.
to see a tempered fate. Tempered fate. Tempered fate. Tempered fate. Tempered fate. You get a double kill.
No. You do not get the chance to see that Bard ultimate being used there. They have got priority around this Infernal Drake now. If you secure it, Carthus gets Carthus, Ash, Syndra all get an extra 4% adaptive damage, I believe. Or is it just 80 or NAP? I don't know.
6%, isn't it?
6%.
Infernal Drake,
Okay, I can check it.
6%. Teleport coming in. They want to actually force a fight here. These TPs are very questionable. Oh my god. Both ultimates horrifically mistimed. This Wukong gets a chance. But despite the ultimates being mistimed, it doesn't matter. The gold lead is just too big. In they all go. Flashes being burned. Magical journeys being taken. Can they get onto 9? And no, he'll be the one to go and tell the tale of how
Freezy, that is
the game. He's
interesting.
fine. He's got
Potato.
Oh, what? What the hell was Potato? What? Why was he there?
So, yeah, bad news for United Poros for that fight. That's going to put them very, very far behind. And now there's a 2-1-5 Carthus and AB team with 9 Dark Seal stacks already. That's going to go to Magi soon, I imagine.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is that I was right about the Infernal Dragon. It's 4% attack damage ability, not 6%. So that's the Mountain, which is 6%. Armor Magic Resist. There you go. The more you learn, and the more my ego grows. As Gandhi misses his unstoppable force. Oh boy. This jungle. Okay, the jungle leads now 2K. But that's very unsurprising, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like, if we're going to call a duck, this one's looking pretty over once again. I don't know what's going on with the Poros. They can only play game ones, apparently. They looked so good in game 1, and then these second 2 games. I mean, that team fight, there was a teleport coming in, and they mistimed the Enchanted Crystal Arrow and the Shockwave. They did nothing. 2 of the biggest ults on their team did literally nothing, and they still won the fight without anyone dying. What does that say?
Yeah, exactly. And the Poros seems to be falling apart right now.
Speaking of the arrow, that is going straight onto Big Bang. Con is here as well. The clone comes out, but with that sweeper and the Requiem, that's going to be the easy kill. Elvin potentially should have just taken the kill there. That was risky. And now Nine gets tagged. The power is unleashed and goes straight into him.
Oh, man. And yeah, the Poros are just falling apart right now. Pick after pick after pick being made by Horizon Shadow here. And there's no reply from United Poros. They don't know what to do here.
Instant cleanse. Can Quixote get forward? The perfect game gets ruined earlier this time as he does pick up a nice kill.
Yeah, and nice little reply there from United Poros. As soon as they don't really know what to do, they find the pick on the Ashe, who's way overrepresented in the top lane. But ultimately, that doesn't really buy them much other than some gold on Sejuani, which, I mean, isn't exactly a fantastic reward, I'm going to be honest. But now, Herald is being taken. It's going to be taken for free. There's no one around to contest it. And it's just going to mean that Horizon Shadow gets to snowball even more than usual. And I'll be honest, Haya, I mean, I was impressed with him loads game 1. Game 2, he couldn't really do much. Game 3, he's not looked good in this Thrash. I'll be real. He's really not.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's been mispositioning. He's been fishing a lot for hooks. That's a lot of damage. They should be able to pick the kill up there. A little bit of caster blessing.
Well, I mean,
his play, and then he sets up a kill.
All right, United Poros, worst team in the world, never going to win this game, 100%.
Hey, don't get too biased. And this is going to be the mid lane tower going down, and yeah, you killed the Malphite. Cool.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. The Ashe is 6-1. Like,
oh man,
this is a bit sad from the Poros. I've casted these guys twice. I've only done 2 series on. Maybe I've done 3 series on Valence, but 2 of them have been the United Poros, and they've done this to me twice. Boys, can you sort your shit out?
Oh man. But the good news is,
I don't like flaming, but come on.
Yeah, one thing that we can talk about though, Elven Blade. He was someone who was originally supposed to be, last split on the Deja Vu Academy roster in Division 3, but I believe because he hit a certain rank, and then it kind of screwed things up for them. So it's kind of really cool to me to see that someone who was looking to be on a Division 3 team last season has managed to make the move up to Division 1, and most importantly, make it stick. This game, he's having a fantastic performance, and it shows, just he is worth Division 1 material, like right here. Very well played for him. I'm super happy to see how well he's been doing.
Yeah, it's very good to see for sure. Tell me, Byron, can the Poros get back in this game? Can they?
I'm going to hit you with a swift no megalol.
2 ults coming out. The Ezreal gets over the wall. The Requiem.
Oh, imagine.
Do enough? No, there's a shield. And it might not quite have been enough anyway, but Potato Spaghetti does survive.
Unironic zoning ult to get the dragon.
Yep. Not even a joke. That's the second cloud. That's the Cloud Drake being picked up. Haya now have to get away. The hook misses. He's not the best fisherman. He's been catching minnows all day. He gets taken down. Syndra going too deep on the backside. Big Bang. He's spinning, but he's not winning as he is shot down by the Elven Blade. Truly, the elves emerging from the forest. Fat Man Gandhi, he's got the unstoppable force. Will he live up to the name? He charges on in, and it definitely looks pretty unstoppable. Ninen is able to dash away with that flash. Donga Quixote going low. Fat Man wants to continue the fight. A little bit careful as they are under tower, but there's the volley, and it's another kill for Elven Blade, and Potato Spaghetti is questioning where his friends went.
Yeah, this is just looking really dire now. That's 18 Magi stacks in 18 minutes. For Pyro Tom. Elven is fed out the wazoo. It feels impossible now for United Poros to actually claw their way back into this game. It's going to take a couple of miracles to get them back in this one. I just don't know what they do about this. Okay, sure. I could see them doing something to Ashe, right? I could see them theoretically getting the perfect team fight, getting the jump, killing Elven, right? But there's also a Karthus. There's 309 Karthus. Even if you kill him in a team fight, he's just going to press the R button when he's dead and melt every single person in the team's health bar. And that's just him. Not disregarding the other 4 members of the team. Right? Oh, dear.
It's... I don't know. It boggles the mind how this is the same team from game 1. I don't understand how they do this twice. How do you do this twice? I don't get it. I'm befuddled. I don't understand. How do you look good? How do you look good in game 1 and then just hard into 2 games? It doesn't make sense. Yeah,
it's kind of crazy to me. It feels like they maybe have some sort of mental block. My only guess would be they've come from a league that's best of 1. And then they've been surprised about it, but I don't know.
But surely that would be reflected in draft. I can understand losing, not really understanding how to play the draft meta in a best of 3, but it's just skill. They're just doing shit that they didn't do in game 1, and it's just are different people sitting in your chairs. I don't understand. And it's not just once. I've seen 2 series where they've done this. This is the second time.
I mean, there's only 2 series.
Things happen. Maybe I just shouldn't don't put me on to cast the Poros anymore. I think I'm cursed.
Maybe you.
Speaking of cursed, Haya, he's going to be sung to death.
22 Magi stacks. Oh dear. Oh, AP update. How much AP does Karthus have? It is. Oh, I can't actually see. 346 at 20 minutes. Nice. That's it. I also really like the Seondries. I'm a big fan of that item on Karthus because it just takes down people so easily.
You really are an OS fanboy, hey?
Yeah.
He's very proud. I do agree, though. I think it's great.
Yeah. So it's a fantastic little item there. Baron Nashor is taken for absolutely free at 20 minutes into the game. Yeah, it's just, United Poros are just going to play this one out. Hope to God that Horizon and Shadow just start running it down. Which, to be fair,
look at
possibility.
Blade. He's 9-1. He's huge.
He's pretty big. That is a fair assumption. Oh, Pyro Tom, are you out of position?
He's trying to make something happen. Pyro Tom has been caught out. He should be going into that passive. First time that one's been utilized. Con gets the kill onto 9. He's charging on forward with his best bud, Elvin. And they're going to clean it up. It was a double kill for the Karthus from beyond the grave. And even with the free pick, it's still a fight in Horizon.
My favorite part about Karthus passive is that you get to get Magi stacks afterwards. So he's still on 22 stacks despite the fact he died.
Yeah. This is the mid lane tower falling. The Baron buff. We didn't even mention that Baron went down, but it did.
Oh.
There's not a lot to talk about this game. I don't understand the Poros. They are a fascinating team.
They're an enigma to us all. And you know what is up, though? It is going to be this way. My objective time is up. It's Cloud Dragon, 23 seconds. These Cloud Dragons are really important, not necessarily because of the soul passive, but because of the stats that it's giving them. There is a Karthus who is now going to get 20% CDR. Let's be honest, probably ending up on 30 after the next Dragon if the game's still going.
And a Malphite, and a
Malphite, and a Nash. And a Syndra, to be fair. Like, all of these champions are fantastic ultimates that are just going to get reduced cooldowns, and it's... Oh, man, it's looking dark. Also, shout out to Con. His performance has completely changed. Game 1, he was hiding saying, "Oh, the steal!"
Oh, Donga comes in over the wall and steals that Drake away. Tempered Fate comes in. It does land onto Potato into the Malphite. Oh, no, it didn't actually knock him up. He managed to Arcane Shift. Can he turn it around? It was close, but no cigar. And they might just have made them angry by stealing their Drake.
I think they made it for the end here.
Oh, Pyro Tom flashing on forward, wants to go for Big Bang. Might be able to make him Big Boom in the mental. Nope. Oh, nearly kills him through everything. Wukong will end this game with 0 completed items. Fantastic performance from the monkey. Probably needs to head back.
I don't think it's over yet. I hate to break it to you. I don't think it's over yet.
Minions. There are super minions. They can win this. Just
there is still health.
Forward. In goes Donga. Elven Blade being focused down. Throws out the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Needs to kite this one out. I think he could have gone the other way. But this is the fight back here. I hate to say it, but you are right. It's not over. Triple kill for Coyote. And the game will continue.
Yep. That's Horizon Shadow overstepping their bounds. They did not have the health bars to stay there, but they get greedy. They look for the end. You don't have to get greedy with this comp. You have a Karthus, an Ashe, a Malphite. You're swimming right now. Why did you need to force that? That's given this avenue now back to United Poros. Wait, why is this as Ryan the most fed member of their team? We may never know the answer to that one, but United Poros, I mean, sure, they're not exactly in a great spot right now.
They are an enigma wrapped in a mystery surrounded by a cloud of confusion.
Yeah, that sums it up. That sums it up pretty damn well, I'll be honest. Because, they've just proven they can win fights. Objectively, right?
Not fair ones.
Not fair ones, but, I mean, if Horizon Shadow keeps taking fights like that, I mean, screw it, why not,
Yeah, it's true.
But, I mean, it's still looking pretty dire, but
Wukong still doesn't have an item, by the way. Just has components.
Cool.
That's not good at 24 minutes on a lane.
No, ideally at 24 minutes, you do want to have at least one item in your inventory, or one complete like that. It's usually a goal for most champs there. But
yeah, it's generally when your Thresh has an item and you don't, generally a problem. Of course, I mean Locket is pretty cheap, but still
pretty low value. But I said about Enchi's high
Ooh,
value. It's just-
here's a bit of a catch here. They were going for a cheesy little bush, but now have been caught out by Gandhi. He will definitely go down. Big Bang, though, traded back. He's not worth much. There's a good cleanse out of Elvin getting away from the Sejuani ult, but it is a tanky pig. Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes out. I think we know who the real queen of the Freljord is. Tempered Fate won't be changing any destinies today, but it's still a one fight.
Yeah, and keep in mind, no, they can't all stay here. Look at the super minions in United Poros base. They have to go and answer that at some point, otherwise they're going to lose their Nexus Towers. Yeah, they're still sat here just poking them out. I don't like this. Guys, there are minions. Can you please deal with them? Hello?
Yep, minions. Oh, Nylan is now going back to clear that one out. Will they be able to get a Nexus Tower? Not quite. 2 Nexus Towers can kill a super minion, so in the end, they're okay. But never die for that inner tower. Never die for an inner tower.
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, once again, fairly even fight. All things considered, actually. But that was mainly due to the fact that their big damage dealers, Paratom and Elvin, were not to be seen really until the later end of that fight. So they don't really have much of that Malphite, Syndra, and Bard together. But yeah, Paratom and Elvin, absolutely huge right now. Oh, I love it when Carvuses do that. It's so fun. 2 camps at once. Why not? We can do that because we're Carvuses. And that's Flame Horizon coming up very shortly as well for Pyrotom.
Appropriate. He's Flame Horizon, the player for Horizon. Funnily enough, I know this sounds insane. It's actually not that big a deal. Karthus is Flame Horizon the Sejuani.
Yeah, that's what Karthus does, right?
Sejuani shouldn't be farming at this point. Let your team take all your camps.
Yeah.
High is in trouble. He can't land it himself. He explodes. Pyrotom has been caught out by Coyote, the most fed member. Tempered Fate comes in to buy some time. Can they save him? No, he will go into that passive, but it just does not matter. He calls down the Requiem. Won't get any kills, but does get damage. 4 members of the Poros are dead. And this time, I think they can find the Nexus.
Yep, I think you're absolutely right there, Potato. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Oh, the long-range stun from Syndra lands, but they don't commit. Okay, no unleashed power.
Are they going to end the game here? Okay, they are. Yeah. Yes. I was for a second. I was like, "Hang on a second. Are they not going to do that?" They did the opposite of issue they had last time.
But of course, that will be the Horizon boys going out on top. It was a fantastic performance, particularly out of Elvin Blade and Pyrotom. But all 5 members looked fantastic. I don't understand the absolute collapse of the Poros after game 1, but in the end, it is Horizon dominating 2 out of 3 games and looking very, very crispy.
Yep, and game 1, I was questioning them. Now I feel like an absolute fool because damn did they bounce back. Pyrotom had a sickeningly good 2 games. Elvin in this game 3 was absolutely fantastic. Those 2 players, keep your eyes peeled on them because they are clear top Division 1 contenders. I'm very excited to see how this team forms. I'm also interested to see what they're going to do with their roster. I don't know if they're going to keep the spikes up down. Keep in mind, this is without their star top laner. I'd argue their star player, who they had on the bench for this game.
Bring that one in.
If they bring him in, they should be back on form.
Maybe. I think the Poros, they don't make much sense to me, but that will draw our series here to an end. My name has been Everyday. If you do like my work, you can find me over on Twitter at EverydayCaster. Would love to see you there, guys. Do you have any socials to plug, Byron?
At Byron Casts. It's got my face on it. You should be able to recognize it.
Easy peasy. No worries. Thank you once again, Valence League, for having me. Even though it's late at night, I love it. It's good fun. But with that, good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Good night.
You be sure to that I won't just go and take home anyone. I'm about you, girl. See, I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved. Cause I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Don't act like you are doing a favor.
Are we on? Sweet. All right, guys. Every day has just popped off to bed. To be fair, it is about 5 a.m., 6 a.m. over in Australia.
That's no excuse.
I do not blame the man. He has so much energy. But we are joined by Connor from Horizon Shadow. You guys, game one I was doubting. Game one I doubted, and I was a fool to doubt because boy, the guys showed
So did I, to be honest, yeah, it didn't go our way. Especially on my part, yeah, I have to take responsibility. I had like 6 deaths on support. That shouldn't happen. So it's Caitlyn as well. That champion is insane.
Well, at least you've learned to ban it now. I guess every day was very angry about the fact that was let through. But yeah, game one was a bit rough. But game two, game three couldn't have been the opposite. Could have been more the opposite, right? You guys absolutely stomped them. What was the big game changer between game one and game two and three? Was it them playing really bad all of a sudden, or was it you guys just finding your rhythm, finding your groove?
I definitely feel like like I don't know. Game two, we were like, how can I describe? We were just balls to the wall, like it's now or never. So that's why we just picked Blitz. We just picked full comfort. Trist. Well, not my Blitz. Don't go clip my mishooks, please.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
I like
the
that.
rest of them were comfort.
Yeah, and yeah, it seemed that really worked for you. I mean, Paratom's Kindred especially was kind of nice.
Yeah, the guy's insane. I don't know. And Freezy's alright.
Yeah, I mean, Elvin in game 3 as well. He had a fantastic performance, to be fair to him. What was his KD at the end?
He's kind of good. He's kind of good.
Kind of good. Not good in the way that Freezy and Paratom are, but
You know,
good.
we had Axel Band. He's a Plat 1 peak player. He was pretty good. So I can't ask much more from Elvin as someone we just picked up from the side. He doesn't int, and he can carry. So he does what an ADC can do.
Yeah, exactly. I was questioning this at the start of the game. We can talk about it now. You guys, you finished third in the regular season last split. With Plague gone, with Centurion now basically Vengeance. You guys are pegged to be, big playoff contenders at the very least. Do you guys feel like you can live up to that? Are you looking at hoisting the Valence League trophy, I guess, figuratively?
I mean, yeah, I want to. We have to get more consistent, for sure. And Centurion, what's the Vengeance, that one. They just have a completely different playstyle to everyone else. So we need practice against that. We need to get more consistent, and maybe we can win. I want to win. 7DS, they have a support main mid now. That kind of sucks for them. So I think we can at least get to finals, and we see what happens from there.
All right. So the clear aim is finals, and then just win the finals, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see. Then again, the Centurion finals curse. Maybe it carries over to Vengeance. Maybe you guys are sorted.
That's true.
Yeah. But quickly writing things down. Who's your next opponent? I want to get some juicy info on them. Do you know who you play next? Or I do not have the info on hand.
I think it's NSK. I think
NSK. All right. Good. So going up against NSK next. What's your opinions on that matchup? Are you expecting it to be pretty easy? Are you expecting them to be relegation candidates, or do you think they're more that middle of the pack team you need to overcome? Really?
It's Platinum Elo, so anything can happen. I'm not gonna count them out. That's for sure. they're the same rank as us. So ultimately, if they practice, they can beat us, I guess. Sorry, I'm just drunken.
No problem.
I had a
Let's have a
coffee
drink.
before the game. I'm very
Parched.
NSK. Yeah. So they're okay, is what I'm trying to say, and they can beat us, but we could beat them.
So it's just there will be a win at the end of that match, is what we're getting at.
Yeah, I guess.
Sick. Right. It is very warm in my room. You've had a very long series, so I'm gonna let you get off. Do you have any last words before we head off stream? Any big shout outs of the like, or shall we head off?
Yeah, just head off, I guess.
Right. Well, there we go. Thank you, Connor, for coming along and delivering us a very entertaining free game series. I have been Byron Villa. Joining me was Everyday, who has now headed off to bed. I do not blame the man. Thanks, Valk, as well for streaming. Love you, Boo. And all the analytics, etc., etc., etc. Thanks for coming along, guys, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Bye.
And I don't know if I'll see you later. So I'm bout it if you bout it, yeah. Niggas must have forgot their alphabet. Let me explain. Here it goes. A is for ambition. Be what I wanna be. See past the situation that's in front of me. Doubt is an enemy. F we say fuck them. The irony is they inspire me to love them. G is past go when ignite the cash flow. When H is put your heart in whatever's your last hope. I inspire, but two light the fire. So we be the streets #1 supplier. And J is for them Jordans for my niggas when I make it. Give me two of those strange no name kicks. Earth, wind, and fire type. Elemental beast that resembles me, and it accounts for LMNOP. You the track up like, oh, you impressed, get your bread, kid, but never let it go to your head. That's S for success, to be the best. T is teach back what you learn, that's next. Cause you got the power, V for voluntary action. W is right out to life with a passion. X is expect to fail, why cease to dream? Even when you ain't catching them Z's, and that's the alphabet. For so long, been surviving for so long, I know. Think they starting to follow me. So A is to attempt to be the change you wanna see, and D is to be different. But tell us what you mean. Like, are you one of them good guys, or you one of us fiends? Either way, you gotta eat. Elevate your mind, right? Cause F is for the fine life, and that's how you define life. But I say G is get back to your home, and H is help the people that then help to